coming to you from Cameron Indoor Stadium at Duke, where I'll be joined shortly by David Shoemate for the play-by-play call of the Blue Devils versus the Orange. The non-conference schedules are complete, and it's ACC action the rest of the way for the next 2 months. A long grind that will see each league school play 10 times at home and 10 more on the road against their fiercest and most familiar rivals. For Duke, ranked number 14 this week, the ACC home opener tonight features a second league opponent under the direction of a first-year head coach. Just a couple years ago, Duke versus Syracuse was headlined by the matchup of legendary coaches and good friends Mike Krzyzewski and Jim Boeheim. Shire took over his alma mater's program last year after spending 9 seasons on Coach K's staff, and this year former Orange guard Adrian Autry steps in for Boeheim after serving 12 years on his mentor's staff. Now, Duke was picked preseason to win the ACC this year, while Syracuse was picked 10th. Both have seen upswings in their teams over the past month, with each getting a solid win last Saturday coming off their holiday breaks. Duke won in a rout over Queen's University, while the Orange gave Autry his first ACC win with an 81-73 victory over Pitt. Duke fell to a first-year head coach in Georgia Tech's Damon Stoudemire in their league opener. They have had a third consecutive first-year ACC boss awaiting them this Saturday at Notre Dame. But tonight, it's all about keeping the current momentum going while trying to build an 8-game series winning streak versus the Orange. So settle in. We'll help you get ready for the long and winding road of another ACC season here on the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
On the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. Duke basketball is also brought to you by Coca-Cola. They say Coke Zero is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. By Continental Tire, the exclusive tire of the Blue Devils. Find the right tire for your vehicle at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. By the Hilton Garden Inn, your home base near Duke University. Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. And by the Washington Duke Inn, honoring tradition over trend for over 30 years.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's.
This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield.
There's been a great deal of history here, Cameron, and it's up to us to have respect for ourselves and the past players.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at Two Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at twomenandatruck.com.
back to Cameron Indoor Stadium for ACC basketball action tonight, featuring Duke versus Syracuse, a game that's brought to you by Window World of Raleigh and Fayetteville, America's larger exterior remodeler and a proud partner of Duke Athletics. We're going to tip it off at 9:05. Duke at 9-3 on a 4-game winning streak. Syracuse at 10-3 on a 5-game winning streak. Blue Devils coming off of a win over Queen's University of Charlotte this past weekend. The score was 106-69, first 100-point outing of the season for the Blue Devils. A game that was fairly close in the first half and one that Duke blew open in the second half. And here's how it sounded on our airwaves on Saturday afternoon.
Mark sends it to the right of Roach, off of the screen. Jeremy penetrates into the paint, rises up, and the Blue Devils have the first lead. It's almost automatic when he gets into the paint like that. Mark on the drop, into the paint, through a double team, forced it up and scored. A strong move for Mark Mitchell, and it's 8-4. Backing down at the right block, spins, hangs, and scores. Kyle's got 14, already 7 here in the second half. Aubrey got airborne, threw it away. Stolen by McCain, 3-on-3. Jared going to take it himself, dump it off for Blake's on the left, back up top. Proctor a 3. Give it to him. And a timeout taken by Queens. Caleb on the drive, whips the pass to Filipowski. A ball faking a 3. Good. Kyle Filipowski has 19, and the lead has ballooned to 31, 81-50. Here comes Aubrey in transition, blocked by Stewart off the window. Howard has it. Beep the other way. 4-on-3. Stewart splits a double team and soars in to throw it down. The Blue Devils led wire to wire, and in the end, they win it by 37. 106-69, the final score as they take the first meeting with Queens in the history of the program.
Blue Devils led by as many as 42 points in that game, a contest that was just 46-33 at the half, but Duke scored 60 points in that second half to win going away. A big game overall with defense, as they had 33 points off of turnovers. Good job looking inside with 54 points in the paint, and all the way around a solid performance for the Blue Devils, but especially in that second half. 4 players scored in double figures to lead the way last time out. 13 for Caleb Foster, 10 for Mark Mitchell, 19 for Kyle Filipowski, and a team best 24 for freshman Jared McCain. 9 out of 14 from the floor, had 4 3-pointers. It was his 4th straight really big-time scoring game for Duke. He had 21, 13, and 21 points in his 3 previous games, had at least 3 3-pointers in all 4 of those games in that streak, and certainly he has been on a roll as of late, and Duke coach John Shire certainly pleased with what he's seen out of his freshmen over the last month.
You know, he's just playing at a fast pace, just really aggressive, really assertive. I love the growth that he's made on offense, just the quick decisions, and it's led to, I love the fact he took 9 threes. You know, we want him to take more threes, and if they're the right ones, and for him, they're going to be the right ones more than not. That's a great thing. But I just thought his competitiveness and speed that he played at was high level.
Certainly was. Duke coach John Shire on his freshman Jared McCain, coming off that 24-point outing, and now on the season, McCain is Duke's number 3 scorer, averaging just under 12 points a game, and he's hitting 45% from 3-point range. So certainly he has been on the mark, and we'll see how it translates tonight against this Syracuse team. Say, Harris Teeter is assisting you with groceries this basketball season. Each week, one winner will receive free groceries for every assist through the Big 4 Grocery Assist Sweepstakes. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist Sweepstakes section to enter. Much more coming your way to get you set for Duke and Syracuse, including up next a conversation with Duke's leading scorer, Kyle Filipowski, when we return on the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy,
we turn in the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
One vision.
I think we're just growing each and every day. Everybody's kind of finding their role where they fit in the team.
This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Welcome back to the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off. Reed's Jewelers is your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers store or online at reeds.com. Duke and Syracuse squaring off at 9:05 tonight here in Durham, North Carolina, Cameron Indoor Stadium. ACC basketball action at its finest. The Blue Devils looking for their first ACC win in their first ACC home game of the season, and certainly a player who will play a big role in that effort will be sophomore Kyle Filipowski, the ACC's preseason player of the year. Leads the Blue Devils in scoring on the season so far with 18 points a game, also the top rebounder at 8.8. Been playing very well as of late. In fact, he's had double-figure rebounds in 3 of the last 4 games, and he's had point totals of 28, 13, and 19 in his last 3 contests for the Blue Devils, and coming off of a game in which he also had against Queens his career high in block shots with 5. So Kyle's been getting it done at both ends of the floor. Looking forward to our conversation now with he and David Shoemate following talking about the Queens game and looking ahead to returning to ACC play.
McLaurin now with 7 and 6. Crossing over, knocked loose by Foster from behind, and stolen by Filipowski. A hit ahead for McCain. Right back to Flip. Scoop it with the left hand, and in. An acrobatic finish in transition. And Filipowski has 9, and immediately the lead to 15. Back into ACC play for you guys here tonight. What do you like most when you get back into league competition?
I think just really the competitiveness and fire of it. You know, everyone's so desperate to win. Every win matters. You just see everyone giving it their all, and you know, everything's on the line. So it's just so exciting, and you know, this is the moment that we're getting ready for.
You guys come in having won 4 in a row. Coach has talked about the last couple of weeks. You guys have found your identity. What have you seen from you guys during this winning streak?
I think just the collective effort that we've been putting in. You know, I think everyone's been doing their part really well, playing their roles really well, and you know, that's just contributing to us winning. Just on the defensive end, everyone's being a collective effort, and then on offensive end, you know, same thing. For you individually, obviously you can score, you can rebound, but you're leading the team, and Steele's also leading the team in block shots. What do you like about your overall game right now? Yeah, I'm really proud of the strides I've made so far, especially on the defensive end. I know, you know, there's so much more potential and new grounds that I can reach as well. But just seeing myself, you know, helping the team in those aspects of the game. You know, it's really good, and I'm going to keep that up, you know, keep getting better at it by the time Mars comes.
You've seen a bunch of different guys over the years with size. You don't see many guys that are 7'4", though. Against a guy like McLeod, what's important trying to finish against him inside? Yeah, I mean, just being smart, you know, trying to use my advantages against him.
because he is guys like that have plenty of disadvantages, and just taking advantage of those and playing smarter, not harder against guys like that.
Let you go on this. One of the things you guys have done really well all year long is take care of the basketball. This is a Syracuse team that gets a ton of their offense by creating turnovers. How important is that going to be here tonight, taking care of the ball?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's one of the reasons we've been so successful lately is taking care of the ball, and if that's what they feed off of, then it's going to be a really interesting game, because one team's gonna go down because they're not doing what they've been doing most of the season, and we're not going to be that team.
All right, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, that's our David Shoemate with Duke's Kyle Filipowski, the sophomore 7-footer for the Blue Devils. And, of course, David asked him about going up against a 7'4" center tonight from Syracuse, Naheem McLeod. He's a junior from Philadelphia who leads their team in block shots with 26 so far. And so we'll see how that fares with he and Kyle when they are head-to-head in the contest. McLeod is one of the starters for Syracuse, although he just plays about 15 minutes a game across the course of the season, averaging 4 points, 4 rebounds, but as we said, a ton of blocked shots. Duke and Syracuse, one of a handful of ACC games on tonight's schedule here as we start getting back into conference play this first week of January. And when we come back, we're going to go inside our Learfield Network studios, and Kyle Schasberger is going to go over the rest of the ACC schedule and take a look at the nationally ranked contest as well. So stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment here on our Reach Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
Mako Medical Laboratories is an award-winning medical diagnostics laboratory leading the way to more personalized medicine and patient care. Mako combines proprietary methodologies with state-of-the-art robotics to ensure accuracy and precision, providing physicians with timely, easy-to-interpret results. Mako impacts each community it serves by donating time, resources, and funding to local causes. And Mako's entire logistics team is comprised of U.S. military veterans. To learn more about Mako Medical Laboratories, please visit MakoMedical.com. That's Mako Medical Laboratories.
This is Duke basketball.
We carry a chip on our shoulder, and we try and use that as motivation and just, prove people wrong.
On the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Whether you're in the market for a new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overby Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overby Marine offers the highest quality marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Sea Pro Center Console. Overby Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. So stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbymarine.com. Overby Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
ACC play resumes tonight's first game of 2024 for the 14th-ranked Blue Devils. It's Syracuse who visits tonight, and with Adrian Autry manning the bench, not Jim Boeheim, after he decided to retire after his 47th season. Duke has won 8 straight over the Orange and 10 of the last 11. Kyle Schasberger with you inside Studio 21. John Roth and David Shoemate will join me for some picks in a moment. Gave them homework earlier today as well. Be able to provide an early grade shortly. Let's first, though, frame up the entire evening for you. 3 league games in total on the docket, 4 more tomorrow. And in the top 25, there are 11 teams in all, each taking on unranked opponents. We'll head first to the Heights. A pair of teams seeking their 10th win of the season. Boston College hosting Wake Forest, aiming to end the Deacs' 7-game win streak.
A drive-in dish. Reed caught it at the rim. Dunk blocked. Blocked by Quentin Post. And rebounded by Claudell Harris Jr. Harris to a lead base. Streak into the bucket. Big rim-rattling throwdown by Prince. It started with a post block of a dunk. Eagles lead 26-20.
Josh Maurer from Learfield. Quentin Post doing it on both ends of the floor. He had 14 first-half points as BC led 40-36 at the break. Give him 17 now in a back-and-forth affair. The Eagles lead by 53-52 with under 12 to play in the second half. We'll circle back to North Carolina at Pitt. It is a 2-point Tar Heel lead, but more with John and David on that game in a moment. Top 25 games update you on. 3:09 to play in the contest. Fourth-ranked UConn leading big against DePaul, 80-51. 8 minutes gone by in the second half in College Park. Maryland is getting blown away by top-ranked Purdue on the road, 52-32. Number 5, Tennessee, 57. Norfolk State, 29. In Knoxville, 9 minutes gone by in the second half. And nearing the under 12 timeout of the second half at number 17, FAU, Florida Atlantic has snatched back the lead. They trailed at halftime to East Carolina. It's now 52-45 as they try to rebound from a loss over the weekend. 11:42 mark of the second half at number 21, Wisconsin. 53-52, Big Ten game as the Badgers lead the Hawkeyes. Baylor with the early lead on Cornell as they're just underway in Waco. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. And I'll bring back in John Roth, David Shumate. We got a few minutes here to make some picks. I gave you some homework earlier today. I should remind listeners that Shumate continues to maintain his advantage on John Roth. He was perfect 4-0 this past weekend. Roth, you picked Virginia Tech at Wake Forest. That was a bad miss. You went 3-1. Still strong, though. 31-15 overall. Shumate with a 4-game lead, 35-11. And I asked you each to pick Pitt, North Carolina, and Purdue, Maryland earlier today so we could do a live check-in. And so far, John Roth would have the advantage because each of you picked Pitt. Still much to be decided, but Purdue is all over Maryland. And David Shumate, you went with the Terps at home, which was a bad call.
Did I? I don't remember that.
Yes.
It's kind of hazy.
So we will count each of those once they go final. Both of you picking Pitt. Right now, it is Pittsburgh and North Carolina in a deadlock, 38 all tie. They're in the second half. This isn't a first half score. 5 minutes have gone by. It's been a rock fight, total slugfest between those two. So we'll continue to monitor that one.
Well, what we need to monitor is Pitt's three-point shooting. I mean, they knocked down 10 threes in their game to Syracuse over the weekend, and right now they're 2 out of 15. If they could just knock down a couple of threes, see what they do at home against the Tar Heels.
Maryland needs about 10 threes. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, Purdue on the road has been kind of touch and go, but not tonight.
Correct. All right, Kyle, what we got?
All right, John. I want a top 25 game tonight from you in the Big Ten. 9th-ranked Illinois. So much has happened to this program in the last few days. We don't need to unpack all of that. But how will they respond? How will they rebound, missing their best player now here moving forward indefinitely? So 9th-ranked Illinois, 10-2, 1-0 the Big Ten, hosting Northwestern. This is a 9 o'clock tip. It is in Champaign. Who do you like?
I'm going to go out on what I consider a limb and say that Chris Collins is going to come up with a good defensive plan for the rest of the Illinois team, minus Terrence Shannon, and that his guard, Boo Buie, will be the best guy on the floor, and that Northwestern will win on the road.
Yeah, Terrence Shannon is a huge missing piece for Illinois. I think it's going to cause problems for them down the road, but I think it's going to show up more when they're away from home than when they're at home. I think Illinois gets it done tonight.
Okay, moving on, New Mexico at Colorado State. Kind of an obscure top 25 selection, but hey, the Rams are 12-1, and each of these teams are combined 24-2 with New Mexico taking on Colorado State tonight. 10:30 is the tip. Who do you like in this one, David Shumate?
When in doubt, take the home team. These are the rules of the game. You abide by the rules of the game, so I take Colorado State.
Even with New Mexico having won 11 games in a row going into this contest, I agree. I'm going with the home team as well. Before Collins, yeah, they're going to win.
Yeah, Roth doing his homework. Love it. That's Richard Pitino coaching the Lobos there. So that's a 10:30 game. I want to get your thoughts real quick out the door. The ACC schedule tomorrow, which features a real big one between Clemson and Miami. We'll start with John Roth. You have the honors.
I'm going to say that Clemson, who already has one ACC road win at Pitt, gets another one behind P.J. Hall and his 20-point scoring and company. I'll take the Tigers, number 16 in the country, to go to 12-1 tomorrow.
I like the pick. Miami's a little bit confusing. They've looked pretty good at times, and then they've just been absolutely demolished at times. At home, I think this is a kind of have-to-have a game for Miami, so I think they beat Clemson.
There you go.
Going with
Got
Miami.
your conflicts again. Here you go.
There it is. I enjoy that very much. Should know Clemson a 1.5-point favorite on the road. That's an 8 o'clock game tomorrow, part of a 4-pack of ACC games. We've got an ACC showdown coming up tonight, 9:05, the tip inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. Duke and Syracuse. Gentlemen, appreciate you. More on the Reed's Jewelers countdown to tip-off when we continue in a moment.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Duke Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Have you checked out shop.duke.edu? Duke University's very own online store is where you'll find hundreds of items nobody else carries. We offer the only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes from Duke University. For unique designs, your favorite logos, and high-quality products, visit shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
Got to be prepared for every moment. Got to prepare the same for every team. Can't take any team lightly because in ACC, anybody can beat you.
This is the Blue Devils Sports Network.
I feel happy. Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy. It makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money. Not too shabby.
I feel happy. I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy. Now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist our communities and our partners every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This year we've partnered with Duke, Wake Forest, UNC, and NC State to bring you the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky contestant is chosen, and they win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Plus, Harris Teeter will donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to the local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Duke and Syracuse tonight from Cameron Indoor Stadium on the campus of Duke. ACC basketball action going at 9:05, and it's brought to you by Valero. The fuel you need, the snacks you want, all at Valero. Download the Valero Pay Plus app to enjoy rewards and save on fill-ups. Blue Devils and Orange back in their respective locker rooms at the moment, getting last-minute words of advice from their head coaches, both of whom played for these teams. John Shire, of course, a Duke standout, led the Blue Devils to the national championship as a player in 2010 in his second year as the team's head coach. And Adrian Autry, a former Syracuse guard who led his team to 3 NCAA tournaments during his career back in the 90s and takes over this year for Jim Boeheim after working on his staff for 12 years. So two former ACC players going head-to-head as coaches, and looking forward to the contest here tonight to see how this plays out. And for Shire, one of the big points will be how his team defends Autry's 7'4" center, Naheem McLeod.
Well, you can't just lay the ball up, that's for sure. And, you know, we have a team that can spread you out, and Flip obviously can go inside and out. But you can't make it easy on them. You know, you have to try to move them as much as possible. And you have to be aware it's hard to get layups when he's in the game.
Duke coach John Shire. We've got a complete conversation with John Shire and our David Shoemate coming up a little bit later on in our show to break down tonight's contest and look forward to the Blue Devils trying to get their first ACC win of the season. When we come back, we're going to check in with Duke assistant coach Emmanuel Dildy, who prepared the scouting report for the team, and see what his focal points are with the team tonight as they get set to take on Syracuse. That's up next on our Reach Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talking basketball. But legendary teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford Bronco SUV. Rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch. Designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it, up and in for two.
This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
The 2-minute warning, the caution flag, the 4. PNC Bank believes in the power of a helpful watch out. That's why they created low cash mode, the financial watch out that gives you multiple options and at least 24 hours of extra time to help avoid overdraft fees. Low cash mode on virtual wallet from PNC Bank. To learn more, visit pncbank.com/virtual wallet. Low cash mode and virtual wallet are registered marks of the PNC Financial Group Services, Incorporated. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
Tonight's Duke basketball game against Syracuse is brought to you by Window World of Raleigh and Fayetteville, America's largest exterior remodeler and a proud partner of Duke Athletics.
Duke and Syracuse with the ACC home opener for the Blue Devils, joined now by Duke assistant coach Emmanuel Dildy to break it down a little bit. And coming off of the Blue Devils win against Queens on Saturday afternoon, back from a holiday break, seems like any rust that was there maybe got some of that shaken off before you get ready to go back in ACC action.
The Queens game was good for us in preparation for this second game in the ACC. I thought Queens did some things very similar to Syracuse in terms of how hard they try to play and really trying to get after you defensively and pushing in transition. So I thought it was a good preparation game leading into the Syracuse game tonight.
You guys did a lot of things, I think, that looked like they were continuations of what you were doing before the holiday break as far as, moving the ball around, playing pretty good defense. You did, get a lot of points off turnovers. You got a lot of points in the paint. You got a lot of points in the second half. Kind of an overall good performance to kind of springboard you into this one.
Yeah, again, we had over 20-plus assists, so I thought our guys are doing a very good job of sharing the ball and moving the ball around. We've seemed to have found some type of continuity with our offense when it comes to in terms of that over the last 4 or 5 games, and so the guys continued that. And again, in the second half, I thought we did a good job of forcing some turnovers and really trying to create some easy opportunities off our ball pressure in terms of that.
Also had to be good to see Tyrese Proctor get back out on the floor and play since the beginning of December. Get him some minutes there as you start to heat up in the season. It's good to have him back.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously he does so much for us, both offensively and defensively. So it was good to get him back in the rotation and kind of try to knock some of the rust off before our second ACC game. With him, he's been great with his rehab and attacking his rehab every day. So we're really excited about what he can add to our team coming back.
Syracuse team coming off of a win against Pitt and an ACC game on Saturday. Back about a month ago, they were 5-3 and had just lost to Virginia by 20-plus points. Now they're 10-3 and they've just beat another ACC team. What are some of the things and ways they've come together that you've observed over the last month?
They do an unbelievable job of getting paint touches. getting to the rim, putting you in situations where you have to foul. I mean, Mintz has shot over 111 free throws over 13 games. Copeland obviously gets to the free throw line. They just really do a great job of driving the ball, trying to get you spread out and putting pressure on the rim. And then in transition, they Starlin, Mintz, Copeland, those guys do a great job of getting to the basket. So we really got to do a good job of protecting our paint. They got some great pieces, got some great role players, but if we do the job in protecting our paint, I think we give ourselves a good chance to walk away with the victory.
Very interesting in their pit game. They've had the same starting lineup all year, but they got 52 points off the bench in that pit game. What does that say about how they're playing right now and where the strengths are on their team?
I mean, we told our guys, those three guys that come in off the bench, I think Malik Brown had 15 the other night, Copeland had 22, and then they got another 15 points from Benny Williams. And so, you got three guys right there coming off the bench that are basically stars. It's like their team changes when those guys come in off the bench. They really get after you defensively. Malik Brown does a good job of really pressuring bigs. They get in passing lanes. And so our guys know that when they make those subs, their team changes.
What's maybe one really important thought defensively for you guys as you get this game started?
We have to get back in transition, and in the half court, we got to protect the paint. I mean, it's just that simple. They can't, if they live in our paint, transition and in the half court, they can make it really tough for us. So our guys have really understood over the last couple days that it's about making sure Syracuse see bodies. They got to see bodies at all time, and we have to make them make another pass. We can't let them live in our paint.
All right, look forward to seeing how it plays out. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, that's Duke assistant coach Emmanuel Dildy. More on Duke and Syracuse when we continue on our Reach Jewelers countdown to tip-off.
On Millionaire's Cove.
Don, I won $1 million playing the $10 million spectacular scratch-off. And there's someone else.
Well, I won the $10 million top prize.
I don't know what I saw in your long-lost brother.
I have a brother?
New $10 million spectacular from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Instant millions change everything. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.11. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
You're listening to the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
We have a really good group, a group that cares about winning, cares about playing together.
Next June, legends will be made.
Going back to history and tradition and putting your name on trophies that have the legends of the game on them, that's really cool. You strip everything away and you're left with how you made people feel and what people thought of you, and that is important to me.
And future stars will be born when the 124th U.S. Open Championship returns to Pinehurst Resort and Country Club, June 10th through the 16th, 2024. Tickets on sale now at usopen.com/tickets.
Enjoying the game but not the drink being spilled down your back or the foam finger poking you in the face? Well, head to the concession stand, grab a Lindy's Italian Ice, and take a 6-ounce vacation. A 6-ounce cup of lemon Italian Ice will make you feel like you're swaying in a hammock, and the only thing in your face is a cool, salty breeze. That ought to have you refreshed. Now get your head back in the game and start belting out blue and white with the youthful exuberance of the freshman behind you. Yes, the same one that keeps spilling his drink down your back. Lindy's Italian Ice. Have an ice day.
The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is a season-long fundraising initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education. Fans can team up with Duke basketball by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make this season, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Text Duke Kids to 51555 or visit DukeCharityStripe.org to make your pledge and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's. Tonight on the floor, it's Duke versus Syracuse. This is a series that has been heavily in favor of the Blue Devils over the years. Duke, they've played 21 times previously. Duke has a 15-6 record against the Orange, and they've won their last 8 in a row. Since Syracuse joined the ACC in 2014, Duke has a 12-4 record against the Orange. That includes 2 wins in the ACC tournament. The last time Syracuse beat Duke was right here in Cameron, though, in 2019, a 95-91 overtime decision when Duke was ranked number 1 in the country. Looking forward to this action here tonight, though, with the Blue Devils and the Orange. And before we get you there, we're going to hear from Duke coach John Shire, go over the starting lineups and a whole lot more. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey Duke fans, we want you to choose different and choose fun with Hi-Chew, the immensely fruity, intensely chewy candy that leaves your mouth watering with over 30 true-to-life flavors. Hi-Chew is available in sticks, peg bags, stand-up pouches, and unwrapped bites for when you're on the go. Head to your local grocery or convenience store to grab a bag, or search hichew.com to find Hi-Chew candy near you. That's hi-chew.com.
The Brotherhood plays here. This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care and will prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at 2menandatruck.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
They've had a great attitude. Our guys have been all over the last couple games.
Lakes again. Why not? Hit ahead for Mitchell. And a two-hand stuff.
This is what you come here for. You come here to play in big games in one of the best conferences in the country.
Bounces it to Young, goes up and scores. The K to 3. Big time!
I trust my teammates, and I think we all trust in each other, and that's what brought us back.
Then it's a Filipowski to throw it down. Put it up, count it, and a chance for 3. Blocked by Flip. Oh! Back up to dunk it down. Jeremy Roach closes the proceedings.
The work is what we needed. We needed to recommit to our values, who we are as a team.
As the saying goes, a lot could change in a day, a week, and most certainly a month. It's been exactly 1 month since the Blue Devils opened league play in Atlanta. A gut-wrenching 72-68 loss to the Yellow Jackets that saw Duke not only lose the game, but their starting point guard, Tyrese Proctor, would suffer an ankle injury that kept him sidelined for the better part of December. But as is so often the case, with adversity comes opportunity. And in these last 4 weeks, John Shire's group has seized that chance, reeling off 4 straight wins, aided by contributions from just about everybody. Caleb Foster has calmly handled the point, while Jared McCain has shot 13 of 26 from 3 these last 4 games, with Flip nearly averaging a double-double, and that doesn't even factor in the torrid pace Jeremy Roach is setting in his senior season, Jalen Blake's defense, Mark Mitchell's 5 straight games in double figures, and Ryan Young's timely contributions in the Garden. It's the kind of collective effort that is needed in the gauntlet that is conference play. And with Tyrese now back in the fold, the Blue Devils are eager to resume their journey through the ACC, and the first of 19 straight league games comes tonight against the Orange. It's Duke and Syracuse, and off we go from Cameron.
On the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield. This is Duke Basketball. Blue Devil Basketball is brought to you by Coca-Cola. They say Coke Zero is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. By Continental Tire, the exclusive tire of the Blue Devils. Find the right tire for your vehicle at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. By the Hilton Garden Inn, your home base near Duke University. Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. And by the Washington Duke Inn, honoring tradition over trend for over 30 years. Still ahead, keys to victory, starting lineups, and the opening tip. This is Duke Basketball from Learfield.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
The passion, the excitement, the tradition. This is Duke Basketball from Learfield.
Enjoying the game but not the drink being spilled down your back or the foam finger poking you in the face? Well, head to the concession stand, grab a Lindy's Italian Ice, and take a 6-ounce vacation. A 6-ounce cup of lemon Italian Ice will make you feel like you're swaying in a hammock, and the only thing in your face is a cool, salty breeze. That ought to have you refreshed. Now get your head back in the game and start belting out blue and white with the youthful exuberance of the freshman behind you. Yes, the same one that keeps spilling his drink down your back. Lindy's Italian Ice. Have an ice day.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
Inching you closer to tip-off, it's time to go inside the Duke locker room with head coach John Shire, presented by Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Blue Devils, David Shoemate.
Duke and Syracuse here tonight, and coach, back into ACC play. You see it really all across the league, but how would you describe the intensity of these games when you get into conference play?
You know, you hit it on the head. These games are about how hard you play. It's the team that wins is the team that has the biggest edge. And for us tonight, I don't care what time we're playing. It's a late game, playing at 9 o'clock. We have to come out as the more aggressive team, the hungrier team. And we have a lot of respect for Syracuse, knowing that they want to win too. And so you're going to have two teams that are playing really hard, and it comes down to who has that edge, though, for 40 minutes.
Hard not to notice how well Jared's been playing of late, 24 last time out. It's easy to think of him just as a shooter, but he does a lot more than that. What have you seen from him?
Well, I mentioned edge, and he's the epitome of having an edge. You know, he's on all the time. He's worked consistently throughout the whole season, but what I've liked is the speed he's playing at. He's playing at a faster speed. He's making quicker decisions. On defense, he's mixing it up. He's really guarding the ball well, but then he's also getting in there for rebounds and all the dirty stuff in there too. So look, he's doing what I thought he could do. He's been terrific, but obviously he's scoring as well as anybody right now that there is, and we need to find him when he's open, and he needs to shoot shots, and I have confidence they're going to go in.
Talk about Syracuse a little bit. Adrian Autry takes over for Jim Boeheim in his first season. Obviously, the defense is different, but what have you seen from his team so far?
Well, one, I have a lot of respect for Red and the job that he's done so far and the team that they have. They're a talented team, and it's obviously very different prepping for them. The fact that every time we play them, they play zone. Now they don't. They really only do it under out of bounds. They can still go to it at times, but I give him credit, for following his instincts, doing what he feels is best. Not only do they play man, but they've been one of the most disruptive teams in the country with turning you over.
When you take a look at Judah Mintz, they have a special player averaging about 19 points a game. Everyone knows he kind of makes them go. How is he still able to be effective game in and game out?
Well, he's always in attack mode. He's always looking to get angles, get closer to the basket, drive, penetrate the basket. And it starts with having resistance early on the ball with him. And when he gets in the paint, one of the reasons he scores so much, he's got a great shot fake. He gets you up in there, and he gets to the foul line really as much as anybody in the country. And so keeping him off the foul line, having early resistance, and having five guys defend him, not just one, is a key thing for tonight.
Inside, they also have an elite shot blocker in McLeod, a guy that's 7'4". What's important going up against a size guy like that?
Well, you can't just lay the ball up, that's for sure. And, we have a team that can spread you out, and Flip obviously can go inside and out, but you can't make it easy on them. You have to try to move them as much as possible, and you have to be aware. It's hard to get layups when he's in the game, and he does a really good job. I think he's as big as really anybody in the country. So making sure we play our game, that we want to run, we want to get out in open space, and Flip to just to be strong and do what he does, playing inside and out through contact.
And finally, Coach, I'll let you go on this. You guys are one of the best teams in the country, not turning it over less than 9 per game. They force better than 15 per game. How big of a key will that be here tonight, taking care of the basketball?
No question, it's going to be a big test for us. We've done a great job, but as the season goes on, we're going to see different teams, and we may not see anybody the rest of the year that does it as well as Syracuse does with their activity, getting in passing lanes, active hands. So it's a great test for us tonight. It's going to be a huge key to the game, valuing the ball, and having poise on offense.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the
air. Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Follow the Blue Devils on and off the hardwood at Duke MBB. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
It's bow time.
Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal.
It's bow time.
Hey, pork rind lovers, are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
inside Cameron Indoor Stadium as the Blue Devils wrap up this mini two-game homestand before they head out on the road in league play this weekend to South Bend and then to Pittsburgh early next week. David Shumate alongside John Roth. Happy New Year for those of you just joining us. Welcome to 2024. And John, welcome to an opportunity for the Blue Devils to get back on the right side of things in league play. They've had a lot of time to stew over that loss to Georgia Tech, 4 wins in between, all against non-conference competition. That's something that's not lost on this team. They want to get on the board in ACC play.
Absolutely. It's not often that you see Duke listed amongst the bottom teams in the ACC for a whole month, but that's what happens when you lose your ACC opener in December. They have taken it upon themselves, though, to become a much better team since that loss to Georgia Tech. They've grown in a lot of ways. Even with Tyrese Proctor out, they got better on the offensive end, defensive ends of the floor. Now it's time to put that to the test against another ACC team.
So often since Syracuse joined the league, the conversation about this game was about legendary head coaches, Mike Krzyzewski and, of course, Jim Boeheim. Of course, Mike Krzyzewski retired a little more than a year ago now. Now Jim Boeheim is retired after 47 seasons up at Syracuse. The conversation, though, still about the head coaches. John Scheyer in his second season trying to back up an ACC title from a year ago, and Adrian Autry that has Syracuse off to their best start since the 2017-18 season. They're at 10-3. The Blue Devils number 14, the most recent AP poll at 9-3. A high-level coaching matchup just looks a little bit different.
It does look a little different, and I think it's kind of cool around the ACC. There are a handful of these where the head coach of the team is also a former player from the team. Obviously, we have that here tonight with John Scheyer having played at Duke, finishing in 2010, and Adrian Autry having played at Syracuse, finished in 1994, and I know Kenny Payne at Louisville, Hubert Davis in North Carolina, a couple other ones. So it's kind of always fun to see these guys who represented the uniform in the uniform now leading the guys in the uniform.
At the end of the day, though, it's about the guys that are going to be out on the floor, and these are two really good teams led by a couple of really talented guards. For the Blue Devils, it's the senior Jeremy Roach, and for Syracuse, the sophomore in Judah Mintz.
Yeah, Mintz is their leading scorer, averaging 19 points a game. One of the things that he does is get to the free throw line a lot, so Duke's defense on him is certainly going to be involved with not fouling him. It's going to be one of those team defensive efforts where it really requires all 5 guys on the floor to know what Mintz is up to and keep him in their sights.
This will be the 22nd meeting all-time between these two. The Blue Devils lead the series 15-6 and had a lot of success of late. They've won 8 in a row over the Orange, 10 out of 11, trying to make it 9 in a row tonight, and in the process pick up their 10th win of the season. It's Duke and Syracuse. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off are headed your way next.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice Independent Agency, Williamson Insurance and Financial Services Incorporated in Fuquay, Varina, or go to williamson-insurance.com.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield.
There's been a great deal of history here, Cameron, and it's up to us to have respect for ourselves and the past players.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Duke Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Duke and Syracuse, Game 2 of the ACC season, Game 1 of the 2024 calendar year. Tip-off just moments away inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. Kyle Shasberg with you inside Studio 21. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Duke basketball from Learfield. We do got one final out of the ACC to report. Wake Forest moves to 2-0 in the league. They pick up their 10th win. They've now won 8 games consecutively. 84-78, they knock off Boston College. Hunter Sallis with 21 points pace the Demon Deacons in North Carolina, looking to polish off Pitt. 62-51 inside of 4 minutes play in the second half. At the Peterson Event Center, #1 Purdue wins 67-53 in College Park over Maryland. Boilermakers now 13-1. Back inside Cameron Indoor Stadium we go with John Rolfe and John Rose. Here's the voice of the Blue Devils, David Shoemate.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Closing in on tip-off here. Let's dive right into our starting lineups. They're presented by Delta. Statistically, the world is losing color. All-white kitchens, beige nurseries, gray cars. But in the destinations Delta flies to, there's still a vibrant world out there. And sometimes opening a row is all it takes to open your mind. Delta, proud to be the official airline of the Duke Blue Devils. It's chilly here today. Might want to hop on a plane at some point and go visit an island before business this weekend in South Bend. Going to be chilly there as well. Let's start with Syracuse for the starting lineups tonight. They're 10-3, 1-1 in the ACC, coming off an 8-point win over Pittsburgh over the weekend at the Dome. Snapped a 3-game skid to the Panthers. They're going to use the same starting 5 they have all season long. At the point, it's going to be #3, Judah Mintz, a sophomore guard, 6'4", 185, out of Fort Washington, Maryland. He's 4th in the ACC, averaging better than 19 points per game. #2 is the transfer from Notre Dame, J.J. Starling, sophomore guard, 6'4", 206, out of Baldwinsville, New York. He's averaging just shy of 12 per game. #5 is Justin Taylor, another sophomore guard, 6'6", 218, out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Good shooter. He's made 23s this season. Also a good shooter is #4, Chris Bell, sophomore forward, 6'7", 188, out of Concord, California. He's averaging 11 points per game and hitting 35.7% of his threes. And then there's the tallest player in Syracuse history, the transfer from Florida State wearing #10, Naheem McLeod, a junior center, 7'4", 265, out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For head coach Adrian Autry in his first season at the helm, the associate head coach is Jerry McNamara, and the assistants are Alan Griffin and Brendan Strawn. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, 9-3 overall, #14 in the most recent AP poll, coming off that thrashing of Queens over the weekend, 106-69. Same starting 5 here tonight.
#3, Jeremy Roach, senior, Leesburg, Virginia.
#0, Jared McCain, freshman, Sacramento, California.
#1, Caleb Foster, freshman, Harrisburg, North Carolina. #25, Mark Mitchell, sophomore, Kansas City, Kansas. #30, Kyle Filipowski, sophomore, Westtown, New York.
Flip with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals over the weekend, and a personal best 5 blocks in a Duke uniform. Has him up to 24 blocks on the year. That's 4th in the ACC. For head coach Sean Shire, the associate head coaches are Chris Carewell and Jay Lucas. The assistants, Emmanuel Dildy and Will Avery, and the director of player development is Justin Robinson. Tyrese Proctor working his way back, played 18 minutes in that win over Queens. Available tonight, but going to come off the bench for the Blue Devils. Syracuse on the road, going to wear the orange jerseys tonight with orange shirts, white numerals and lettering, some blue mixed in as well on the stripe down the side. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, the familiar home whites with Duke blue numerals and lettering, a Duke blue stripe down the side, and an Iron Duke D logo in white at the bottom of the shorts. As we get set for our opening tip, it's presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. And as the official health insurance partner of Duke Athletics, we believe an inclusive community is a healthy community. Here for the Blue Devils, here for all. Duke is going to go left to right as we see it here in this opening half. From the Crow's Nest, our perch, high top Coach K Court behind the team benches. The Crazies not back yet. Going to be back the next time the Blue Devils are here at home against Georgia Tech, but still packed across the way. Plenty of Duke Blue over there ready to blow the lid off of this place. Late tip, but plenty of energy in the house. As it'll be Filipowski and McLeod to jump it off. Jamie Lucky leads our ACC officiating crew. He's assisted tonight by Bill Covington and John Gaffney. The home ACC opener about to get underway. A little bit of moisture on the floor to our right, cleaned up, and we're ready. Filipowski and McLeod to jump it off. Bill Covington with the basketball in hand. Away we go, and the Blue Devils win the opening tap over the 7-4 guy. And here comes Caleb Foster left to right. Mark Mitchell finds McCain off of a curl, right to the baseline, and Filipowski. He towers over Taylor. Looking cross-court, nothing doing. Finds McCain off of a curl, dumped it off for Mitchell, and he's fouled as he got airborne. And that'll be the first on Chris Bell. He knew the whistle's coming. He might have thrown it up at the rim.
He might have. Trying to disrupt the hottest Blue Devil as of late, Jared McCain, from taking an open shot out on the perimeter, got in his face and committed a foul.
Jared's been on a tear. Personal best 24 last time out, 20 or more in 3 of the last 4 games. Foster off of a screen set by Mitchell. Probing, right elbow, backs out, feeds Filipowski. 10 to shoot, a handoff for McCain in front of the Syracuse bench. He's on the drive, rises up at the free throw line. Still pretty warm for Jared McCain. He's first on the score sheet, and it's 2-0 Duke.
Still going 9 out of 14 in the last game. Knocks his first one down today.
So here comes Syracuse for the first time with Taylor. To the right it goes, and Judah Mintz looking inside for McLeod, not there, so he'll drive, pull up at the free throw line, take the contact from Jeremy Roach, and 2 free throws are coming. Not shocking to see Judah Mintz head to the charity stripe. He gets there a ton. His 111 attempts on the year are 6th in the country. His 86 makes are 10th in the country.
Just by contrast, Duke's leading player in free throw attempts is Filipowski, and he's 50 behind what Mintz has.
Mintz 78% at the line, missed the first. One more to come, shooting facing the graduate students to our left. Plenty of them in attendance here tonight. The alumni band hanging out on the right as the second free throw is good, and Syracuse is on the board. It's 2-1. Caleb brings it up. Been a steady hand when Tyrese Proctor was out, and now that he's back, still doing a nice job running the point when he's out there. Flip, faces up at the right, now sends it back up top for Jeremy Roach. Comes off of a screen set by Filipowski. Probing, whips it to the corner for a Mitchell 3 on the left. Oh, it's too strong, and the weak side rebound for Judah Mintz. Good look, though, for Mitchell, and a confident take. Just over a minute in with the Blue Devils up 2-1. They lob it into the post. McCain contests the 7-footer and takes it away. Mitchell ahead for Roach. Long ahead for Filipowski. Falling out of bounds. Saved it to Foster. His 3 rattled out. They fight for the offensive rebound while Mitchell was being held, and there's the foul call as McLeod had him wrapped around the chest. And that's the second foul on Syracuse.
And that foul doesn't get called if Mark Mitchell doesn't show extraordinary hustle to try to pursue that long rebound.
Yep. And the Blue Devils have an extra possession along the right baseline with Mitchell. Lobs it in for Flip. Quadruple team, so he gave it to Roach at the free throw line. The jumper's too strong, though, and McLeod clears the miss. So the Blue Devils 1 for 4 from the field to start. Meanwhile, at the other end, Bell, a ball fake in the left corner, drove, forgot the basketball. Somehow able to get it back, and then he threw it away. Right to Roach, 1-on-1. He'll take it in off the right window. That's a goaltend. As the baseline official, Bill Covington, went crashing to the deck. He comes up and says, score the basket, and it's 4-1.
Even with the goaltend, the basket did go in for Jeremy Roach.
Was trying to block it was Judah Mintz. Very late, though, and a 4-1 start for John Shire's group. Here's some pressure in backcourt. Mintz lobs it ahead for Taylor, and now on to the right it goes for Starling. Gets a screen from McLeod, comes off of it, lobs it back to the big guy. At the right elbow, now back out for Mintz. Comes off of the screen, fires from 3 at the top of the key. High off the back of the bracket, hit it twice on the way back down and missed. And the hit ahead for McCain the other way for the Blue Devils. Crossing over in transition. Up top, Filipowski drove right by McLeod. Scoop it up, missed the layup, said he was fouled, no whistle. And here comes Syracuse. To the left, Taylor. Crossing over. Wants to drive Mitchell, nearly slid the pivot foot. And now Starling. To the right it goes, and Chris Bell. Cut off by McCain, 12 to shoot, got rid of it for Taylor. Spinning, can't get by Foster, so McLeod again. We're down to 8 to shoot. Judah Mintz. Filipowski defending him on a switch. Step through, forced it up with the right hand, missed it badly. The rebound tapped, and Syracuse gets a second opportunity. Starling to the right, Bell at 3, that's too strong. Filipowski the rebound, the hit ahead for Roach. Racing to the hoop, he's hammered, count it, and a chance for 3.
Great outlet pass that time by Filipowski. Quickly got rid of the ball to Jeremy Roach, streaking down the left side, and he was able to finish under duress.
They're going to see who the foul was on, because for the second time racing down the floor, Bill Covington got bumped into along the baseline. I think he lost sight of who the foul was going to be on. He also told the photographers to slide back a little bit.
He'll be looking for combat pay after this one. He's been hitting the ground more than the players.
And they tagged the foul on Judah Mintz, or excuse me, J.J. Starling, and that'll be his first. And it'll be Jeremy Roach trying to make it a 7-1 start here at home, and he does exactly that. And more pressure in backcourt. And Syracuse has already gone to their bench. Kadir Copeland out there, defended by McCain as he crosses midcourt. Off of a screen set by McLeod. Sends it to the right and Taylor. Back to the left, Copeland drives the baseline, cut off, tried to step through, could not, had to get rid of it. Taylor, an awkward looking three, is too strong. The rebound tipped once, twice. Filipowski saved it to Roach. Now a chance to run. Ahead it's Foster, lob it to the right, McCain. Into the paint he goes, stripped on the way through. Copeland took it away. And here comes Syracuse right to left. The Blue Devils with a 6-point lead, 3.5 minutes in, and then they threw it away. Was it deflected? Yes. So the Orange will keep it as it went careening into the Blue Devil bench. Not surprising to see Syracuse going to the bench early as McLeod will leave and Brown comes in. It's a bench that scored 52 points of the 81 against Pittsburgh. They've been averaging 46.7 off the bench their last 3 games. Brown and Copeland last time out combined for 37. Copeland has it on the right. He had a career-high 22 against the Panthers. Going to launch from 3 and hit. So Copeland, who was just 1 of 11 from 3 coming in, has the first long ball for the Orange, and it's 7-4.
The thing he did against Pitt was knock down his free throws, 13 out of 15 from the line. Don't want to foul him.
Literally cut in half. To the right, McCain trying to change that. Steps to the left, fires, almost banked in, but the rebound at Taylor and the Orange. So the Blue Devils 3 of 8 to start. Syracuse 1 out of 5. Copeland in for Brown, off the right window, missed it. Tap follow no. Third try no, and the rebound for McCain. Knocked out of his hands by Taylor on the baseline and over to the Blue Devils. Timeout on the floor. 15:52 to go until the break. Lively start here at Cameron, and Duke has a 7-4 lead.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But legendary teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford Bronco SUV. Rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch. Designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that. .52 to go in our opening half. The Blue Devils leading Syracuse 7-4. Tonight's game between Duke and Syracuse is presented by Window World of Raleigh and Fayetteville, America's largest exterior remodeler and a proud partner of Duke Athletics. David Shoemate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Back inside our network studios tonight is Kyle Schaffsberger as ACC play spins into full form. We've already seen a couple road teams win tonight, or at least one has won. Wake Forest has won. At last report, North Carolina was up by double digits at Pittsburgh. Over the weekend, we saw the home teams have the better of it, including Notre Dame that dominated Virginia in a surprising scoreline. But that's kind of what you see, John. Early in league plays, you kind of sort out. Non-conference play tells you a little bit, but once you get into league competition, the cream seems to start to rise to the top.
Yeah, you hope, especially if you're one of the teams that's expected to rise to the top, that you can do so. But, yeah, it's really these ACC games. I know you talked about it with Coach Shire before the game. The intensity is what marks them all, and you can really never be surprised when somebody wins a road game in the ACC on that particular night. If they've got the edge, you can get it done. But it's just such a competitive league, and looking forward to seeing how that plays out throughout this season. Obviously, tonight, the Blue Devils with the early 3-point lead, but we expect this to be something that goes well into the second half before it's decided.
One thing to keep an eye on tonight, the scoring. The Blue Devils have kept each of their 12 opponents this year below their season average in scoring. Syracuse is averaging 78 per game. They haven't won a game when they scored fewer than 79. Right now they're sitting on 4 and 1 out of 7 shooting, and the Blue Devils will be in possession with the 7-4 lead. John Shire's group has shown a little bit more versatility in how they can win games. We've seen them win games scoring over 100, obviously, but also they can win when they score down a little bit lower into the 70s.
Michigan State was a 74-point outing for the Blue Devils. They got that win there. 78 against Baylor.
As the Blue Devils go to their bench for the first time tonight, we see the sophomore guard, 6'5", 183 out of Sydney, Australia, number 5, Tyrese Proctor. Also see the sharpshooter out of Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, number 12, the freshman forward, 6'9", 216, TJ Power. Filipowski, Roach, and McCain will stay. Proctor has it on the right, picked up by Starling as he crossed midcourt. Off of a screen set by Flip. Tyrese between the legs with a dribble. Surveys, goes to the left and Roach. Looking inside for Filipowski. Man, he's got a huge height advantage inside on Starling. They lob it to him, faces up with the left block. 10 to shoot. Cross court, McCain a 3. Short. And the rebound for Syracuse and Mintz. Now they hit ahead for Copeland on the left. Racing down court, spins on Proctor, fades away, can't hit. Weak side rebound for Power, and now Filipowski. Here comes Tyrese Proctor quickly down the floor. Raked at and stolen by Judah Mintz. And now you got a numbers advantage, 5-on-3 for the Orange to the trailer. Brown off the right window. He missed it. And we get a whistle and a goaltend or basket interference. They say basket interference by Syracuse. So no points, and the Blue Devils will get it back. Someone got a hand on it when it was on the rim.
It hung up there on the rim after he let go.
Brown missed the layup, and it looks like it was Taylor who touched it.
Yep. Should have left that well enough alone.
Just about 5 minutes in, the Blue Devils with the 3-point lead. 7-4. Proctor for Filipowski up top. Faces up. Being poked at by Brown. Couldn't knock it loose. So here's Jeremy Roach. Back to Flip. Rolling to the hoop. Floats. Can't hit. And the rebound inside for Brown. And now Copeland headed the other way. Awkward looking shovel ahead for Mintz. Now Brown slicing wide open down the lane. And Syracuse is back within 1. The Blue Devils haven't scored in more than 2 minutes now.
That was a very fluid sequence from defense to offense for the Orange.
Roach goes to the baseline. Got by Judah Mintz. Hangs with the right hand. Couldn't hit. The rebound inside for Starling. With a lid on the basket on the right end of the floor. The Blue Devils 3 of 11 and 0 for 4 from outside. To the left, Starling looking for the lead. He's got it with a 3-ball. His 11th of the season. And Syracuse, having scored 8 straight, is up 9-7.
Knocked down 2 threes during that run to help them take this lead.
As we approach 14 minutes to play in the half. Let's go Duke is the chant. Proctor gets a screen from Filipowski. To the left, there's Jeremy Roach. Flip. Huge height advantage on Starling inside if he wants to go to work. Power, though, has it up top for the Blue Devils. 9 to shoot. To the right, McCain. Wants to drive with the left-hand dribble. Into the paint, step through, scooped it up, got it to go. Jared McCain with 4. We're tied at 9.
Blue Devils attacking the Syracuse paint.
As Copeland has it for the Orange. Looking to the right for Starling. He's got it now. Now they work it to the left at Taylor. Off of the screen, he's picked up by McCain. Gets a screen from Brown. Probing to the right. Copeland going to try another one. Missed that 3 and the rebound for TJ Power. A chance to go back in front. Roach looking cross court. It's not there. Now McCain has it. Wants to drive into the paint on Taylor. Rises up. Can't hit. Filipowski battling. Tap the rebound. Foul coming on Filipowski. They say he came over the back, and that'll be his first. As Ryan Young will come in for the first time, the graduate student in his second season after coming over from Northwestern, wearing number 15, 6'10", 238 center out of Stewartsville, New Jersey. And also in the junior guard, Jalen Blakes, 6'2", 204 out of Somerset, wears number 2. Power, Roach, and Proctor will stay. And Judah Mintz comes across midcourt. Running the weave up top. Mintz has it again. At the free throw line, probing on Young, rises up, missed the jumper. The rebound fought for. Young had it knocked out of his hands by Brown. It'll be Blue Devil basketball.
Yeah, Ryan Young will battle for a rebound, and that time dwarfed a little bit by his Syracuse defender, but got his presence known in there.
A little bit of a rugged start, 9-9, 7 minutes in. Both teams playing hard, though. Here's Tyrese, a couple of jab steps. Now finds Roach off of a curl to the cutter. Young, what a bounce pass, and he missed the layup. And the rebound for Syracuse at a foul on Young.
Young usually pretty solid in finishing those one-steppers right around the rim, but that time it skipped out on him.
You see Mark Mitchell do it at times. Every now and then it's got to be tempting just to go up and try to break the rim.
Right. I think Mark Mitchell could break the rim if he wanted to.
He's done it a couple times this year. We've seen Young get a dunk this year as well. As we see Benny Williams up off the Syracuse bench for the first time. Brown has it on the right. Now to the left it goes in Copeland. Baseline drive. Cut off. Scooped it to nobody. Out of bounds and over to the Blue Devils. That is the third turnover for Syracuse here in the early going. So 12:33 to go in the first half, tied at 9. Blue Devils jumped out 7-1. Syracuse scored 8 straight. And now Duke has answered. Roach driving the right side, got into the paint, had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. They say last touch by Roach. And the Blue Devils turn it over for the third time.
Good pressure that time by Benny Williams on Roach as he tried to make that move inside.
As Power heads out and Mark Mitchell is back in. Mark, of course, the sophomore forward, 6'9", 232 out of Kansas City, Kansas, wearing number 25. Judah Mintz across midcourt, picked up by Proctor. To the left it goes in Copeland. And now Williams. Everything happened around the perimeter. Now they switch it to the right side of the floor. Starling drives into the free throw line. He had it knocked loose by Blakes. Mitchell has it. A hit ahead for Blakes. Going to wait for help. Find a trailer. Mitchell goes in, off the window and down. Mark Mitchell with his first field goal. And the Blue Devils jump ahead 11-9.
Great transition work by the Blue Devils to take the lead.
Blakes gets a steal and an assist on the same possession as Mitz sends it to the right. Benny Williams trying to rise up over Proctor, cannot. Gave it up to Starling. And now Mintz again. Half the shot clock is gone. Works his way to the left, trying to drive into the paint. Got airborne. Threw it back out to Copeland in the left corner. He jumps up over Blakes. Can't hit the rebound for Mark Mitchell. Well, the defense has been very good. 8.5 minutes in. Mitchell going to lead the break. Going to take it coast to coast. Put it up. No, but he's fouled and will shoot 2. And the foul will be on Brown, and that is his first. Timeout, 11:27 to play until halftime. Duke leads at 11-9.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up. Home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
One vision.
I think we're just growing each and every day. Everybody's kind of finding their role where they fit in the team.
This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist our communities and our partners every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This year we've partnered with Duke, Wake Forest, UNC, and NC State to bring you the Big Four Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky contestant is chosen, and they win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big Four school that week. Plus, Harris Teeter will donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to the local food bank to support those in need. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist page to enter today.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
Tonight's Duke basketball game against Syracuse is brought to you by Window World of Raleigh and Fayetteville, America's largest exterior remodeler and a proud partner of Duke Athletics.
11:27 to play in our first half. The Blue Devils leading Syracuse 11-9, I chuckle because one of the in-game things they do every now and then is they call it the Simba Camp here, Cameron Indoor Stadium, and you can hear the theme song to the Lion King being played. A lot of kids in the building tonight on a school night, but you got to stay up late for the ACC opener at home. Always cool to see it being raised up. As the Blue Devils trying to raise this lead to 3 and perhaps 4 at the free throw line. Out of the timeout. Don't forget, the Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? That's a bold question. It's got that irresistible taste to back it up. It's too bad you can't taste with your ears because this Coke Zero Sugar is really amazing. You have to take a taste for yourself. Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Who's getting raised up if we decide to do that? I feel like Rose has got to be the guy that's going airborne, right?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we'll have to get Kyle here to help. We can get the lift on. Anyway, more importantly...
I think one thing we need to see raised up in this game is the shooting percentages, however. Neither team really on target thus far. Syracuse just 3 out of 14 and Duke just 5 out of 15. I will say one thing the Blue Devils have done is play very fast. They've wasted no time in making their transition from defense to offense. Some great ball movement and great outlet passes in this contest, really pushing the ball. And they have also kept Syracuse out of the paint. The Orange only have 2 points in the paint so far. That was one of their pregame goals.
As Mitchell hits the first free throw, 71.4% on the year, builds the lead back to 3. Second one on the way. Got them both. So it's 13-9 in a game of spurts, I guess you could say. The Blue Devils jumped out 7-1, maybe a theft in backcourt as Blake's nearly knocked it loose. Syracuse reel off 8 straight, and now the Blue Devils on a push of their own. They've scored the last 4 to score the last 6, I should say, to jump up by 4, 13-9. Mintz sends it to the right, and Copeland. It's hit on the timer. Driving, can't get by Blakes. Needs some help. Dumps it down low. It's Brown on a baseline drive. Put it off the left side of the window with the right hand. He's got 4. And Syracuse back within 2, 9 minutes in. Foster looks to the right. There's Tyrese Proctor. Comes off of a screen set by Ryan Young. Got it back to him on the baseline. Found a cutter, and Mitchell off the left window and down. He thought about breaking the rim. Decided to lay it up instead, and the Blue Devil lead is 4.
15-11 thanks to Mark Mitchell.
Williams has it on a handoff. Sends it to the right. And Chris Bell. And now back up top it comes for Brown. Cross court, the feed for Williams. They're playing catch up top, 10 to shoot. Judah Mintz has it now. Can't drive by Young. And inside it goes. Just threw it out of bounds. Syracuse not on the same page offensively. That's their 5th turnover. As Flip comes back in, the sophomore center, 7-footer, 248 out of Westtown, New York, wearing number 30. Pretty impressive to be up by 4 in an ACC game, and your leading scorer, Kyle Filipowski, is yet to score.
Pretty good defensive game plan, though, so far by the Blue Devils.
Proctor gets a screen from Mitchell. Plenty of room up top. Sizing it up to the left in Blake's. Looking inside for Mitchell, not there. So back for Tyrese, and now Filipowski. Tyrese has it again. Crossing over once, twice. Penetrates all the way in. Oh, what a scoop. Off the left side with his right hand. And the Blue Devil lead is 6, as big as it's been all night. 17-11 with 9:50 to play in the half. Copeland off of a screen set by Brown. Fed it back to him. Oh! Blocked by Mitchell. Get that out of there. To the left, Proctor. How about a 3? Too strong. And the rebound for Judah Mintz. Mark Mitchell with an authoritative rejection, his 5th of the season. Meanwhile, at the other end, Mintz airballed to 3, but a foul has been called. And Filipowski just picked up his 2nd, and 3 free throws coming for the Orange.
Hand extended on the shot and got a little bit of the wrist.
And Mintz, who's only got 1 point tonight, 0 for 3 from the field, back to the line where he's 1 out of 2 so far.
77% on the year.
Right-handed free throw shooter hits the first. He's gone for 20 or more 7 times already this year. Had a career-high 33 against LSU. For the Syracuse team that comes in having won 5 straight. And 2 more free throws coming for their leading scorer. And the second one is good as well. He's 38% from 3, made 5 out of 7 earlier this year against Cornell, but in his last 4 games from deep, he's just 1 out of 10. And he's missed his only attempt so far tonight as Filipowski would leave with 9:32 to play in the half with those 2 fouls. So we'll keep an eye on that as Young comes in. And the third free throw for Mintz is good. So as good as a three-point make for Syracuse, makes it 17-14 with 9:30 to go in the half. Foster across midcourt, defended by Copeland. Proctor has it now. Sends it for Young at the top of the key. Lobs it to the left. Proctor, room to shoot if he wants to. Instead, he'll get a screen from Mitchell, drive into the paint. Back up top, Lakes. Plenty of time, 12 to shoot. Foster has it now. Dribbles up top, sends it for Tyrese Proctor. 8 on the timer for Young, holding up top. 5 to shoot. Foster has it now. Behind the back, penetrates, probes, fades. Can't hit. The rebound fought for, and Syracuse has it with Williams. 9 minutes to go in a low-scoring first half to this point. The Blue Devils with the 17-14 lead as they go inside for McLeod. In on Foster, knocked loose and stolen, but it came back up top for Mintz. Now a 3-on-1 developing off the right window. The layup no good for Bell, but a late whistle and a foul coming on Ryan Young. And that will be his second, and the foul's piling up on the Blue Devils post defenders.
That was a late shot, a late call too as well. Ryan Young had already turned, and players were looking to go up the floor, and then the whistle blew.
So McLeod, who's 69.6% at the free throw line this year, 16 out of 23 will shoot 2. Or make it Bell, shooting 2. He's actually the better option. You wouldn't think about with the 7'4" guy. Bell's only taken 5 this year, only made 2 of them. Make it 3 out of 6 as he has his first point. And an opportunity to bring Syracuse back within 1. And Ryan Young will stay out there with those 2 fouls. So there's only been 5 fouls whistled on the Blue Devils, but 2 on Young and 2 on Flip. As Proctor will leave, Blakes will leave. Roach comes back in, as does McCain. Sean Stewart's also back in. So Young leaves with those 2 fouls. And Sean Stewart, the freshman forward, 6'9", 227 out of Windermere, Florida out there as the free throw is rattled home for Bell. And Syracuse back within 1. Their last 5 coming at the free throw line.
They made a living at the line against Pitt over the weekend, hitting 24, and they've already knocked down 6 in the first 14 minutes of this one.
17-16 our score. Foster to the left, a bounce pass for Jeremy Roach. Looking inside, Stewart's got it, rises up, and blocked, they say, cleanly by McLeod. Stewart trying to save it on the baseline. Did, but it came to Bell for Syracuse. Going inside, nearly took an extra step, threw it away anyway, into the Blue Devil bench. And that is turnover number 6 for Syracuse. 2 teams playing hard right now, John, but not really crisp execution at either end.
No, it's kind of a sloppy game right now between the 2. 9 turnovers and a bunch of fouls, and certainly the shooting has left much to be desired.
And on the way back up the floor, Copeland and Bell had something to say to what is essentially the student section, albeit a little bit different tonight with more traditional fans with the students not here. They're saying tee them up. See if the Blue Devils can add to this 1-point lead, 17-16. Foster on the drive, got to the baseline, cut off, needs some help. Spins into the paint and threw it back up top for Jeremy Roach, and now McCain has it on the right. Stewart comes to set a screen. McCain between the legs with a dribble. Sends it to the left, there's Foster, 10 on the timer. Mitchell comes to set a screen. Foster probing, crosses over, into the paint, rises up, and got it to go. Caleb Foster with his first field goal. And Duke's lead is 3, 19-16 as we drift under 8 minutes to play in the first half. Copeland to the right, there's Judah Mintz. Trying to step through, could not. To the left, and Copeland back for Mintz. Playing catch up top, rises up right side of the paint, and Judah Mintz has his first field goal. 6 on the night for him. It's 19-18, Duke by 1 with 7:33 to play in the half. Foster off of a Mitchell screen. Works his way back to the right. Penetrates, jumper up at the right elbow, too strong, and the rebound for Syracuse. And here comes Kyle Cuff, the transfer from Kansas. Copeland inside, threw it away. Stewart at theft, cutting in front of McLeod. A numbers advantage now. McCain and company coming left to right. Hesitation, dribble, floats with the right hand, left it short. And the rebound for Copeland and Syracuse. And now Mintz headed the other way, driving in on Roach, stepped through, forced it up, got the roll. And the Orange have the lead as Judah Mintz has 8 of the 20. And John Shire wants a timeout. This will extend to a full 6:58 to play in our first half. The Blue Devils trail at 20-19.
Hey Duke fans, a cleaner, shinier ride starts at Zips Car Wash this holiday season during Zips Car Wash's annual gift card sale. Save up to 25% off your gift card purchases when you buy online or in-store today. And it's never been a better time to go unlimited. Zips Unlimited can now be purchased online at zipscarwash.com. Give the gift of shine with annual prepaid memberships or treat yourself to a year of shine, now available only at zipscarwash.com.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Duke Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey, Blue Devil fans, it takes a team to set up players for a game-winning shot. And at Rocket, we have an award-winning team ready to assist you in the home buying game. Buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage, and you could get up to $10,000 toward closing from Rocket Mortgage. Visit onlywithrocket.com today. Rocket Mortgage, proud mortgage provider of Duke Athletics.
For purchase transactions only, call 1-833-7-ROCKET for conditions and restrictions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Late in the first half, Syracuse leads Duke 20-19 at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Let's check out our in-game stats presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel battery tools. For the Blue Devils, Mark Mitchell has been the leading scorer so far with 6 points and 5 for Jeremy Roach. Overall, the team just shooting 35% from the floor. They're 8 out of 23, and they've not yet made a three-pointer. 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. On the Syracuse side, Mintz, their leading scorer in the season, is their leading scorer tonight. 8 points on a couple of field goals and 4 free throws, and they're shooting about the same as the Blue Devils, 33%, 6 out of 18. They have knocked down a couple of threes, 2 for 6, and Syracuse has done a nice job on the boards against the Blue Devils thus far as well. They've out-rebounded Duke 16-10 so far, so we've got Syracuse at 20 and Duke at 19 with 6:58 to go until halftime.
Also some significant foul trouble that Duke is navigating through right now. Not collectively, they've only been whistled for 5, but inside, 2 on Flip, 2 on Young. They're 2 tallest players in terms of the regular rotation. Young at 6'10", Filipowski is 7-footer, and of course the Blue Devils' leading scorer, leading rebounder, Filipowski, to this point has only played 7 minutes. He hasn't scored. He does have 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. But sitting on the bench right now, as the Blue Devils trying to navigate an awkward first half, I think, with some of the foul trouble, and then Syracuse has just turned it over like crazy. You mentioned they're shooting 6 out of 18, but they've got 7 turnovers already. We mentioned at the top they forced 12 per game, but they turned it over themselves 12 times per game.
Blue Devils right now, their big guy out there is Sean Stewart, the 6'9" freshman, with both Ryan Young and Kyle Filipowski on the bench with those fouls you mentioned.
Set the 5 on the floor. It's Blakes, Roach, Proctor, Stewart, and Mitchell. And Tyrese will bring it up, picked up by Copeland at midcourt. Just under 7 minutes to play in the first half. The Blue Devils have led by as many as 6. Right now they trail by 1. Tyrese behind the back of the dribble. Into the paint, trying to change that. What a find to Mitchell behind the back to rock the rim.
A two-handed flush coming in from the right side to put Duke back up by 1.
21-20. Taylor for Mintz, looking back door, found McLeod, trying to drive on Stewart. Picked up his dribble, flung it back up top. Mintz off of a screen set by McLeod. Stewart nearly knocked it loose. 10 on the timer. Wants to drive, cut off, spins, steps through, put it up, blocked by Blakes. Got it back, stripped by Proctor, and here we go the other way, 5 on 3. Roach to the left for Mitchell. Slicing in, he's fouled. Give it to him! And a chance for 3.
Mark Mitchell injecting life into this team and this crowd here tonight. Great performance so far. He's already in double figures, and that time, the way to finish off a good defensive sequence. It's all a block shot and a strip to put the Blue Devils in fast break mode.
And by now, you know the Blue Devils record when he gets into double figures, outstanding, 22-2. And as John told you, he's the first to 10 tonight. Mitchell trying to stretch the lead to 4. Got the roll. Well, he's figured out that rim on the right. 24-20 with 6:09 to play in the half. More pressure in backcourt. Taylor trying to bring it across for Syracuse. Racing all the way to the hoop on Stewart and missed the shot, but he's fouled and will shoot 2. And as upset as the Syracuse bench had been during that entire timeout, you could almost predict that whistle coming. As Sean Stewart picks up his first, and Taylor to the line, we're 7 out of 9 this year. Justin Taylor only averages 7 per game, had 2 in the game against Pittsburgh. Right-handed free throw shooter, missed the first. The Blue Devils have been looking for a spark, and it seems like number 25 is eager to provide one tonight. Second free throw. Got that one to Taylor.
Mitchell, 4 out of 5 from the floor so far to help this Blue Devil team take a 3-point lead.
And just attacking. I mean, so much has been made about his shooting struggles, but man, he's playing so aggressively at the offensive end. It's been fun to watch. Double figures in 6 straight now. Proctor, a bounce pass for Roach at the free throw line. Needs some help. Double team, fed it back up top for Tyrese. Now Jeremy has it again. Wants to drive, maybe on Starling. Instead to the corner. Mitchell's going to launch, and the 3 won't go. Weak side rebound. Stewart came over the back. 7th team foul, so 1-1 coming at the other end as Sean picks up his second with 5:41 to play until the break.
So really all 3 of the so-called Duke big guys now with 2 fouls apiece.
Mitchell has missed his last 17 from 3 now. 1 out of 22 on the year. This after shooting 35% from 3 last year, but you like the confident take. When you're open, shoot it in rhythm. As TJ Power will come in and Stewart will leave. As we said with those 2 fouls, I mean, it is hold on for dear life inside right now with the foul difficulty on the post guys.
Try to get to this last 5:41 as best you can.
Power at 6'9", along with Mitchell, the 2 tallest guys on the floor. As Blakes will leave and McCain will come back in. Syracuse has kind of gone small, relatively. Around a 7'4" guy, and McLeod as the free throw is no good. Taylor missed the front end of the 1-and-1. So Tyrese into front court leading by 3 off of a screen set by Mitchell. Drives, spins, up top Power. Couldn't catch it cleanly. Now he'll drive, rise up at the free throw line. Miss everything, but Mitchell has it. He'll go up. Score! And he's fouled! Mark Mitchell, a one-man wrecking crew. And the Blue Devils lead by 5.
Mitchell might not be able to get a 3 to go right now, but when he's got that touch underneath the basket and it hangs on the rim, it's dropping in for him tonight. 5 out of 7.
That's 2 on McLeod. As he'll leave with 5:27 to play until the break. The Syracuse bench has been incensed. And I think our lead official, Jamie Luckey, is getting very close to demonstrating what happens when you give him a little too much grief, as the free throw for Mitchell is good. Mark's got 14 of the 27, and the Blue Devil lead is 6. A nice response after Syracuse took the lead, and John Shire had to burn a timeout. 8-1 sets. Now we get a whistle off the ball and a foul coming on the Blue Devils. I think it's going to be Tyrese Proctor doing battle with Brown. That'll be his first, and more free throws coming for Syracuse on the 8th team foul. And Brown, 87% on the year, 13 out of 15. Malik Brown had 15 in the game against Pittsburgh, is yet to score tonight. He hits the first free throw here, though. Or excuse me, he's got 4 tonight. Now he's got 5. The Orange staying in it at the charity stripe. 8 of their 22 points have come at the line. Make it 9 out of their 23. The Blue Devil lead is 4. Just over 5 minutes to play until the break. Tyrese brings it across. Looking for McCain. Comes off of a screen sent by Mitchell, and now Jeremy Roach has it. Another screen sent by Power. Roach a baseline drive, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul trying to drive. Saying he extended the arm out. That's 2 on Jeremy Roach with 5:03 to play in the half, and he'll have to have a seat. Adrian Autry's been screaming all night long, and feels like the Blue Devils are getting 2 fouls on just about everybody.
Wow. Yeah, he did extend his arm trying to keep Mintz away from the ball. Boy.
As across midcourt, Taylor handing it off up top. Starling gave it to Mintz. Oh, blocked by Powers. He trying to float off the left baseline out of bounds. It'll stay with Syracuse. So the Blue Devils throwing a little bit of a block party. It's now 3 on the evening. He's trying to inbound Mintz in an awkward spot. Lobs it inside. Nice catch by Brown and a 2-hand stuff. So Malik Brown has 8 off the bench. Syracuse back within 2. Proctor racing across midcourt. 4:44 to play until halftime. McCain has it off of a screen sent by Power. Gives it back to him to the left. There's Tyrese Proctor, and now McCain again. 13 to shoot. In a double team, McCain got his way through it, drove, left-hand scoop, no, off the window, and Brown the rebound for Syracuse. Across midcourt, Copeland, and now Mintz, a touch pass for Taylor. Bounces it back to Mintz off of a screen sent by Brown. Mitchell has him on a switch. To the left, Taylor splits a double team into the paint. Righty scoop, no. Rebound for Brown. Kick out for Mintz. A good look from three. Turned it down, fed Copeland. He'll launch. And the Blue Devils will take that trade. He missed it. Mitchell with the rebound. And here comes Foster in transition. Power open. Can't hit the three. Duke 0 for 7 from outside now. 4 minutes to go in the half. Still up by 2, though, 27-25. Copeland into the corner. Starling will take a deep one. That won't go. Syracuse just 2 out of 8. And Power the rebound. We've seen some early offense tonight. Not terribly productive at either end of the floor. Let's go Duke is the chant. Tyrese up top, crossing over once, twice, on the drive, spins on Brown, fades away, and hits.
Tyrese Proctor, one of those moves we came used to seeing from him last year down the stretch, puts one through to give the Blue Devils a 4-pointer.
29-25, 3:20 to play until halftime. Taylor on the drive to the left and Copeland to the baseline. He goes, scooped it for Brown, floating in for the dunk. And he's the first in double figures for Syracuse, 29-27. Just over 3 minutes to play until the break. Foster across midcourt. Surveys the defense, gets a screen from TJ Power. Sizing it up is Caleb at the free throw line. Spins on Taylor. Got inside. Put it off the window. It wouldn't go. The rebound for Brown. And now here comes Judah Mintz the other way. In transition, gets a screen from Brown behind the back. Sizing up Caleb Foster. Can't get by him, though. Wants to drive into the paint. Threw it nearly out of bounds. Starling able to save it. He'll drive, float. Can't hit the rebound for Mitchell. Being slapped at once, twice, a third time. Finally, the whistle goes. John Shire was about to pop a blood vessel after all the touch fouls we've seen on the Blue Devils, but finally they blew one against Syracuse, and we've got a timeout. 2:34 to play until the break. Duke leads at 29-27.
Have you checked out shop.duke.edu? Duke University's very own online store is where you'll find hundreds of items nobody else carries. We offer the only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes from Duke University. For unique designs, your favorite logos, and high-quality products, visit shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
This is Duke basketball.
We carry a chip on our shoulder, and we try and use that as motivation and just, prove people wrong.
On the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
Blue Devils lead by 2, 29-27, 2:34 to play in the first half. Kyle Schasberger inside Studio 21 coming up at halftime. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard. Highlights from our first half. 2 other league games going on tonight. Both of them have gone final. 8th-ranked North Carolina did polish off Pitt 70-57. Wake Forest has won 8 straight games now, 84-50. 84-78 winners at Boston College. We'll give you all the top 25 scores as well. 11 games in total. No real damage from those that have gone final, as 4 teams inside the top 10 all won their games earlier today. And number 9, Illinois up on Northwestern currently 39-23 at home inside of 4 to play in the first half. David?
All right, Kyle, thank you. 2:34 to go in the half here. The Blue Devils up 29-27, going to the line for a 1-and-1 out of the timeout. And don't forget, the Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score Ticket More program. For each free throw the Blue Devils make in tonight's game, Food Line Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. So far tonight, the Blue Devils have made all 5 of their free throws, including Mark Mitchell, who's made 4 of those, and he will be the man at the line shooting the 1-and-1. Mitchell's personal best in a Duke uniform came earlier this year against Bucknell when he had 20. That was the last time he hit a 3. Back in November 17th to be specific. He might set a crazy personal best tonight at the line, trying to get to 15 and 16. The Blue Devils doing this without anything in the scoring column for their leading scorer. Kyle Filipowski been on the bench, only played 7 minutes, dealing with foul trouble. All of the bigs in foul trouble. Young has 2, Stewart now with 2. And the front end of the 1-and-1 for Mitchell is short. The rebound for Blakes, though. Back up top, Proctor thought about a 3, drives, feeds Mitchell to the corner, power. He'll take it. Rattled out. The Blue Devils can't buy one from outside. 0 for 8 now for a team that makes 8 per game and hits them at a 37% clip. Starling on the right. Mitchell has him on a switch. We approach 2 minutes to play in the half with the Blue Devils leading by 2, 29-27. Bell trying to drive Blakes, can't get by. Looking inside, nobody's open. Threw it inside, it careened its way to Brown, and he dunks it. Foster got a hand on it, but it popped up into the air, and Brown got the dunk to tie it at 29. He's got 12 to lead everybody for Syracuse. Let's Go Duke is the champ. Mitchell at the top of the key. A handoff for Proctor. Tyrese looking inside. Another foul coming on Syracuse. This will be on Judah Mintz doing battle with Mitchell. 8th team foul, another 1-and-1 coming. While Mark Mitchell heads to the line, we remind you that Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Sharp Business System. Sharp Business System sets the same standard of excellence in office equipment as the Blue Devils do in basketball. Count on Sharp for state-of-the-art office equipment. Sharp, changing the way companies do business. Mitchell couldn't hit the front end last time. See if he can do so here. Lefty free throw shooter. Got the roll that time. I mean, where would Duke be right now without Mark Mitchell? He's got half of the points.
15 out of the 30.
Roach has 5. McCain's got 4. Proctor with 4. Foster with 2, and that's it. Second attempts. Got them both. 31-29. Duke by 2. 1:45 to go until the break. Judah Mintz across midcourt. Looking to the left off of a curl. Probing. Splits a double team. In on Blakes. Off the window and down. Judah Mintz now with 10, tied at 31. 90 seconds to play until the break. Blakes picked up in backcourt by Bell and crashed into, and Bell picks up his second. 9th team foul, so 1-and-1 coming for Jalen Blakes, who's made 5 out of 6 this season.
Totally unnecessary foul for Syracuse in that situation.
Well, combined, we've seen 22 made field goals in this game and 16 made free throws.
Mark Mitchell, the leading scorer, has actually made more free throws than field goals, 6-5.
Take him any way you can get him, though. And see if Jalen can convert on the front end of the 1-and-1, looking for his first point of the evening. High release point, and he knocks it down.
Ryan Young back out there trying to avoid his third foul with 1:22 to go.
John Shire opting for some size for this closing stretch of the half. Second free throw. Rattles home. Blakes, who's been double figures in minutes in 4 straight, well on his way to a 5th straight. He's played 7 minutes here in the first half. 33-31 our score. Duke by 2 with 1:15 to go in the half. Mintz comes off of a screen sent by Taylor. Works his way to the left. Nearly lost it. Probing on Young. Got to the baseline. Got airborne. And we're going to get a reach and foul. And is it Young? Yep, that's his third. And more free throws coming for Syracuse. 2 now as they've reached the double bonus.
The Devils trying to double team the ball out on the wing, and Ryan Young stuck a hand in there.
And you can't do when you have 2 fouls is reach, because you put yourself in jeopardy, and the whistle went. And now Sean Stewart will come back in with 2 fouls after the first attempt as Mintz, who's already got 10 tonight, including 4 out of 5 at the line, sends the first one on the way. and hits that one.
He's the one guy you don't want to reach in on because he's going to get to the line and he's going to make them.
So Stewart back in, and this game has ground to a halt with all the free throws in the last 10 minutes or so. Second attempt for Mintz. Ties it at 33. And here comes Caleb Foster across midcourt left to right. A handoff for Tyrese Proctor. Now a screen for Mitchell. Tyrese turns the corner, got into the paint, get it back to Mitchell! Soaring in for two!
Good find by Tyrese Proctor. Now he's exhorting his teammates to have a defensive stand here in the final minute of the half.
18 for Mark Mitchell. 35-33. About a 24-second differential shot clock to game clock. Mintz to the baseline. Brown nearly stolen by Blakes. Brown lobbed it inside. Dangerous pass. Taylor collects. Now bobbled by Copeland, who ran over Blakes. Offensive foul. The second foul on Copeland. The 9th turnover for Syracuse. And the Blue Devils have it with 2.7 seconds the differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Syracuse going to take that use it or lose it timeout. We'll break for 30 with the Blue Devils up by 2.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of their customers and communities by helping all move forward financially. As a Main Street bank, they try to do the right thing by their customers with every encounter. Their local teams offer personalized financial advice to help guide customers to making the best decision. They're proud to be part of the Duke Blue Devils community. See how PNC Bank can make a difference for you at PNC.com. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC.
So 32.7 seconds to play in the half. The Blue Devils with a chance to add to a 35-33 lead. Don't forget that Duke basketball is brought to you in part by Bally Sports South. Bally Sports has the inside scoop on all things Duke athletics. Kick off your weekend with expert analysis, coach interviews, and game highlights on Duke All Access every Friday at 3:30 p.m. on Bally Sports and the Bally Sports app. So we'll see what the Blue Devils opt to do here. Try to get something quickly. Can't go 2 for 1, which is a little more than 2 seconds. The differential, or kind of work it down and try to minimize how much time Syracuse has to work with before the break. It'll be Foster, Blakes, McCain, Proctor, and Mitchell to try to finish off a half that has seen 4 different players have more than 2 fouls, including Ryan Young, who's got 3 for John Shire's group. 2 each for Roach, Filipowski, and Stewart. All those guys on the bench right now.
They are.
As Foster brings it up, they're going to go a methodical approach, just holding at the center circle. We're down to 20 seconds to play in the half. Starling providing a little bit of pressure. Caleb just staying down low with the dribble. Backs out of it. 10 seconds to shoot, 12 seconds to play in the half. To the left it goes, and Tyrese Proctor. Foul on the timer. A good look from 3. And it wouldn't go. The rebound for Taylor. 4 seconds now. Judah Mintz with 2, with 1. Goes inside, floats, can't hit, and that takes us to halftime. Put it off the window, couldn't get it to go. And the Blue Devils will lead at the break, 35-33. Mark Mitchell did almost everything. 18 points for the sophomore, 6 of 8 from the field, 6 of 7 at the line. He had 5 rebounds as well, and not a turnover to find. And at the break, it's Duke by 2, 35-33, as we send it to the studio. And Kyle.
Thanks so much, David. Coming up, scores from across the ACC in top 25. 2 games gone final. North Carolina winner over Pitt. Wake Forest winning on the road at BC. So a couple of road teams picking up wins. Give you the lowdown on what's going on in the top 25. Highlights from our first half as well. Monster first half from Mark Mitchell with 18. And Duke leads 35-33. And our halftime show is coming your way on the other side of this timeout.
Harris Teeter is proud to assist our communities and our partners every day with their food and pharmacy needs. This year we've partnered with Duke, Wake Forest, UNC, and NC State to bring you the Big 4 Grocery Assist promotion. Each week, one lucky contestant is chosen, and they win $5 in free groceries for every assist by each Big 4 school that week. Plus, Harris Teeter will donate $10 for every assist throughout the season to the local food bank to support those in need. Visit HarrisTeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist page to enter today.
I feel happy, Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy, it makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money
not too shabby.
I feel happy, I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy, now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. The little paper's app, your savings have begun.
Got to be prepared for every moment. Got to prepare the same for every team. Can't take any team lightly because in ACC, anybody can beat you.
This is the Blue Devils Sports Network.
Since our doors first opened in 1988, the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club has celebrated the contributions of its namesake, paying tribute to a life of community service and philanthropy. This is the cornerstone of our commitment to the Durham community. Duke family artifacts and photographs can be found throughout the hallways of the inn. Visit us as we continue to celebrate tradition over trend, as we have for more than 30 years. For reservations, visit us at WashingtonDukeInn.com. That's WashingtonDukeInn.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome to the Duke Basketball Halftime Report. Coming up, we'll break down the game's first 20 minutes, update scores from the ACC and the top 25, and preview the second half. Our halftime coverage begins inside the Learfield Network studios. Here's Kyle Schatzberger.
Blue Devils lead by 2 at the break, 35-33. Mark Mitchell with 18 first half points, lead all scores. Syracuse with a pair in double figures. Brown and Mintz each with 12. And Duke clinging to a 2-point advantage, entertaining first half. From Durham, let's tell you what else is going on across the ACC. A couple of games that have gone final. 8th-ranked North Carolina wins at Pitt, 70-57. Tar Heels now 10-3, 2-0 in the league. Pitt 9-5, 0-3. Armando Bacon with 16 points, 10 rebounds, give him the double-double. He added 3 blocks. Wake Forest went to Boston College in search of an 8th straight win and leading by a single point inside of 20 seconds to play, milking the shot clock. Trying to go for one more exclamation point. The Deeks turned to Andrew Carr.
Around his defender. Feeds to the left wing. Carr for 3. Center cut. His first basket of the night. And Wake calls timeout.
That's Stan Cotton from Learfield. The 3 was good. And Wake Forest would go on to win 84-78. 3 made it 82-78. Tack on a couple more for the Deeks, who have now won 8 straight. They're 10-3, 2-0 in league play. BC starts 0-2. They're 9-4. Top 25, 9th-ranked Illinois. No problems through one half of play at home against Northwestern, 46-29. Other top 10 teams in action tonight. They all won. 4th-ranked UConn over DePaul. Top-ranked Purdue at Maryland. 5th-ranked Tennessee. No trouble against Norfolk State. And in addition to the North Carolina win, you also had FAU, Wisconsin picking up wins inside the top 25. Today, Auburn leading Penn at halftime, 51-32. Baylor head by 15 as they near the under 4 timeout of the second half. In Waco, it's 86-71. Our halftime score, 35-33. Duke on top of Syracuse. Before we break, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Duke basketball from Learfield. Blue Devils by 2 at halftime. We'll go through some of the high moments from the first half. Look at the highlights when we return in a moment. This is Duke basketball on Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
On Millionaire's Cove.
John, I won $1 million playing the $10 million spectacular scratch-off. And there's someone else.
Well, I won the $10 million top prize.
I don't know what I saw in your long-lost brother.
I have a brother?
New $10 million spectacular from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Instant millions change everything. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.11. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it, up and in for two.
This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities they call home. That includes celebrating student difference makers through their PNC Achievers program, recognizing the best examples of local student leadership, community service, and academic achievement. They're proud to be part of the Duke Blue Devils community. PNC Bank. See how they can make a difference for you at PNC.com. The PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated. All rights reserved.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Duke University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Duke University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Duke University.
Duke leads at halftime over Syracuse 35-33. Mark Mitchell with 18 first-half points. Kyle Shasberger with you inside Studio 21. Some of the highlights from the opening half, and it was Jeremy Roach helping the Blue Devils to a fast start and a 7-1 advantage.
Starling to the right, Bell at three, that's too strong. Filipowski the rebound, the hit ahead for Roach. Racing to the hoop, he's hammered, counted, and a chance for three.
He knocked down the free throw, 7-1 Blue Devils, but Syracuse would run off 8 straight points and lead 9-7. Duke went 1 for their next 7 from the floor. They were able to regain the lead thanks largely in part to Mark Mitchell.
So Tyrese in the front court leading by 3 off of a screen set by Mitchell. Drives, spins, up top, Power couldn't catch it cleanly. Now he'll drive, rise up at the free throw line, miss everything, but Mitchell has it. He'll go up, score, and he's fouled. Mark Mitchell, a one-man wrecking crew, and the Blue Devils lead by 5.
Back-to-back and one opportunities for Mitchell, who would cash in on the free throws twice. He had 8 straight points over a 1:17 stretch. Duke led 27-21. He wasn't finished.
A handoff for Tyrese Proctor. Now a screen for Mitchell. Tyrese turns the corner, got into the paint, get it back to Mitchell, soaring in for 2.
Good find by Tyrese Proctor. Now he's exhorting his teammates to have a defensive stand here in the final minute of the half.
18 points in 17 minutes, 6 of 8 from the floor, and Duke leads 35-33, thanks largely in part to Mark Mitchell. John Roth will have more of the numbers from the opening stands when we return in a moment here on the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but legendary teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford Bronco SUV, rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch, designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
You're listening to the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
We have a really good group, a group that cares about winning, cares about playing together.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
At
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Duke holds a 2-point lead on Syracuse at the half, 35-33. Let's check out our halftime stats presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel battery tools. And for the Blue Devils, as Kyle mentioned, Mark Mitchell has been most of the story on offense with over half the points, 18 out of the 35 on 6 out of 8 from the field and 6 out of 7 from the free throw line. Scored 12 of Duke's last 16 in the half, including the dunk with 57 seconds left in the half to give Duke this 35-33 lead. He also leads Duke in rebounding with 5 other scorers for Duke, 5 for Jeremy Roach, 4 apiece for McCain Proctor, and 2 apiece for Caleb Foster and Jalen Blake. Duke's leading scorer in the season, Kyle Filipowski, has not yet scored, only played 7.5 minutes due to foul trouble. He's 0 for 2 from the floor. On the other side, 2 double-figure scorers for Syracuse, Mintz and Brown with 12 points apiece. Each team has shot in the 35% range from the field. Syracuse has knocked down a couple of threes. The Blue Devils have yet to make a three. They're 0 for 9, and Syracuse has dominated the glass 25-17. So the Blue Devils up by 2. Second 20 minutes coming your way next. You're listening to Duke Basketball from Learfield.
Have you checked out shop.duke.edu? Duke University's very own online store is where you'll find hundreds of items nobody else carries. We offer the only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes from Duke University. For unique designs, your favorite logos, and high-quality products, visit shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
The Brotherhood plays here. This is Blue Devil basketball from Learfield.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
I feel happy. Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy. It makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money. Not too shabby.
I feel happy. I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy. Now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
Tonight's Duke basketball game against Syracuse is brought to you by Window World of Raleigh and Fayetteville, America's largest exterior remodeler and a proud partner of Duke Athletics.
And as expected, a tightly contested one tonight between Duke and Syracuse. The entire game has been played within an 8-point blanket. Duke is led by as many as 6. Syracuse is led by as many as 2. Right now, the Blue Devils lead it by 2, 35-33. David Shoemate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Back inside our network studios is Kyle Schassberger. Great to have you with us. Happy New Year. Second day of 2024. Second game of ACC play for John Shire's group. And Syracuse will have it first as we head to the second half. The Blue Devils going to go right to left as we see it here in the second stanza. High atop Coach K court at Cameron Indoor Stadium behind the team benches. Starters back out there. Roach, McCain, Mitchell, Filipowski, and Foster. We didn't see a lot of Kyle Filipowski in that first half. He only played 7 minutes and 26 seconds dealing with that foul trouble. Mintz on the drive quickly, an illegal screen, a third foul for Naheem McLeod as he knocked Jeremy Roach to the deck on the initial possession of the second half, and that's 3 on McLeod. 10 seconds into the second stanza, and he'll leave, and Brown will come back in. See if the Blue Devils try to get Filipowski an early touch. Foster on the right, looking inside for Flip. He towers over Taylor. Now up top it comes for Jeremy Roach and Mitchell. Facing up top of the key to the left, McCain. A good look from 3, and that's their first of the night. And you hear the ovation as McCain drops one down. He's got 7, 38-33. And now 1,202 consecutive games with a made three-pointers. The Blue Devils 1 out of 10 from deep. Good start to the second half, though. The lead immediately back to 5. Starling probing right side of the paint, rises up on Flip and hits the jumper from 6 feet out. J.J. Starling with 5, 38-35. Opening minute of the second half. Foster across midcourt, picked up by Judah Mintz. And now looking inside for Filipowski. He's got it on the right baseline. Backing down on Taylor. Into the paint, spins right by him, put it off the window and in. Flip has found the scoreboard, and it's 40-35.
Blue Devils were looking to get him going right out of the gate, and they have.
And here comes the crowd at Cameron. Mintz crossing over. Mitchell defending, spinning at the paint, kicks to the right. Starling now. Can't draw Foster. Drifts to the left, now back to the right. Probing at the right elbow. Tough 2. Rattles it home. J.J. Starling with a tough bucket. He's got all 4 of the points for Syracuse here in the second half, and they're back within 3 with 18:23 to go. Foster on the right, defended by Starling. Filipowski posting up Taylor again. Catches on the baseline. What a find to Mitchell. Spins. Oh! And he throws it down.
Mitchell's third dunk of the night puts Duke back up by 5.
And he's tied his career high with 20 with still 18 minutes to go. 42-37. This famed stadium starting to rumble to life. Nearly a theft by Mitchell. Instead, it's Brown in on Flip. Tough 2. And he caught the roll. Malik Brown with 14. 42-39. A hit ahead for Roach on the left. Mintz recovers defensively. And now Foster has it. Looked like Filipowski maybe got hit in the face, collecting himself. I mean, he's out there at 7 foot, towering over the 6'6 Taylor's trying to defend him. Foster to the free throw line, lob it into Filipowski. Nice catch, go up, and he'll dunk it down. You think they wanted to get it inside of the second half? And the Blue Devils lead at 44-39. They've made all 4 of their shots since they left the locker room. Syracuse has made all 3 of theirs. Mintz probing. Rises up, put it off the window, no, but he's fouled and will shoot 2. They say McCain got him with the body, and that's the first on Jared. And the first on the Blue Devils here in the second half.
As poor as the shooting was for both teams in the first half, right around 35-36%, they're a perfect 7 for 7 to start this half.
And Mintz, who made a living at the free throw line in the first half, 6 out of 7, back there to start the second. 7 out of 8 now. He's got 13, and more than half of his points have come at the free throw line. That's what he does. We told you coming in, he was 6th in the country in attempts and 10th in makes. Those numbers only getting bigger tonight. Second free throw. Knocks down a pair. And Syracuse down by 3 again. Blue Devils with this 44-41 lead as we approach 17 minutes to play. Roach catches on the right in front of Mintz. Calling for a screen. Filipowski delivers it. Now he shovels one off for Mitchell. And Foster has it. Gets a screen from Mark. Back up top for Filipowski. 9 to shoot. To the right, McCain. A baseline drive, spins. He's grabbed, and there's the foul. As Bell got caught reaching in, that's his third. Bell asking, what did I do? Looked like a pretty obvious grab as McCain was trying to peel out of the screen. Jared will inbound right sideline. The freshman guard, 6'3", 197 out of Sacramento, California, wearing number 0. Mitchell inside McCain, catches, goes up, can't score, all in one motion, and the rebound for the Orange. So Duke up 44-41 with 16:37 to go. Mitch trying to tie it up top. Barely got it to the front of the rim, and Filipowski the rebound. Roach wants to get down the floor quickly. It's McCain on the left. Back for Jeremy. And now they'll run some offense. He looks to drive. Got all the way to the hoop. Wow, a lot of contact. No whistle. They say Taylor got it cleanly. And the other way, Starling for the trailer. Bell goes inside on Filipowski. Threw it away. Trying to feed the corner. Foster took it away. 2-on-1. It's Roach on the drive. Put it off the window and in. Jeremy Roach has 7. The Blue Devil lead is 5. 46-41. 4 minutes into the second half.
Great stutter step by Roach to get Taylor off balance so he could finish that shot.
Timeout, Syracuse will take it as well. 16:04 to go. It's Duke 46 and Syracuse 41.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice Independent Agency, Business Insurers of the Carolinas in Chapel Hill, or go to business-insurers.com.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina. Syracuse has called a timeout. Almost 4 minutes gone by in the second half as Duke has gone up 46-41. Jeremy Roach, the latest transition bucket courtesy of a steal from Caleb Foster, our Old Dominion defensive play of the game.
Goes inside on Filipowski, threw it away, trying to feed the corner. Foster took it away. 2-on-1. It's Roach on the drive, put it off the window and in. Jeremy Roach has 7. The Blue Devil lead is 5. 46-41. 4 minutes into the second half.
Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Duke Athletics. David Shumate, John Roth, John Rose. I'm Kyle Schasberger back inside Studio 21. 46-41, gentlemen.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Yeah, the Blue Devils have led by as many as 6. Right now it's 5 with 16:04 to go, and Syracuse burning a timeout. So we're going to get another stoppage here in the next few seconds when the whistle goes for the under-16 media timeout. In the first half, it was all about Mark Mitchell. He had 18 of the Blue Devils' 35 points before intermission, more than half of them. He's equaled his career high already with 2 more here in the second half. 20 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 2 assists without a turnover. And the Blue Devils have found their offensive footing here in the second half where they're 5 out of 7 from the field and made their only 3 after going 0 for 9 from deep. In the first half, kind of balanced out the fact that they've been out-rebounded by 9 in this game, 27-18. But, John, they forced 11 turnovers and scored 16 points off of those Syracuse giveaways.
Yeah, that's certainly been a positive for them. And the rebounding, even though they've been out-rebounded, they haven't been hurt by Syracuse on the offensive glass yet that much. Syracuse only has 1 basket on second chance points. So most of those rebounds for both teams have really been on the defensive end, as neither team's really been able to get a whole lot of second chance opportunities on their offensive end through their board work.
So Syracuse will have it out of the timeout. The Blue Devils leading by 5. Starters still out there for John Shire, and why not with the way they've started this second half. Foster, McCain, Roach, Filipowski, and Mitchell. Now Mintz splits a double team up top and lays it in off the right. Judah Mintz is very crafty. He's got 16. Syracuse back within 3. Quickly down the court. McCain couldn't handle it on the baseline. And the Blue Devils turn it over for just the 5th time tonight. And we've got another timeout. 15:51 to go. The Blue Devils lead at 46-43.
On Millionaire's Cove.
John, I won $1 million playing the $10 million spectacular scratch-off. And there's someone else.
Well, I won the $10 million top prize.
I don't know what I saw in your long-lost brother.
I have a brother?
New $10 million spectacular from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Instant millions change everything. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.11. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
The passion, the excitement, the tradition. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
15:51 to go here in our second half. The Blue Devils with a 3-point lead, 46-43 on Syracuse. David Shoemate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Back inside our network studios is Kyle Schasberger. Don't forget to check out the Duke Basketball Radio Show presented by the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club. Our next episode comes your way on Wednesday, January 3rd at 6 p.m. We'll be with you throughout the season. You can catch the show live on WRAL News Plus, 96.5 FM in Durham and 99.3 FM in Raleigh, and on the Buzz, 6:20 a.m. and 15:50 a.m. and across the entire Blue Devils Sports Network. Looking forward to visiting with Coach Shire tomorrow night. Lots to talk about. Hopefully a 10th win this year for the Blue Devils as they come in at 9-3 looking for their first ACC win. This, of course, is the home opener. They'd only played one to this point, and they fell, of course, in Atlanta 72-68. The defense has been outstanding. Syracuse averages about 78 a game. They're sitting on 43 right now. The Blue Devils have held them to 41% shooting and just 2 of 9 from 3. The offense starting to warm to the challenge, and they're doing it with only 4 points so far from their top scorer in Kyle Filipowski. Their second leading scorer, Jeremy Roach, only has 7. Those two combined to average some 32 points per game, and right now they're sitting on 11. And somehow the Blue Devils still have this lead, and they're getting production from maybe some unexpected places. Obviously, Mark Mitchell's been special.
Well, the good thing about Filipowski only having 4 is that he's had 4 in the first 3 minutes of this half, right out of the locker room. And also the Blue Devils have picked this particular portion of the game to knock down their first 3 of the night after going 0 for 9 in the first half. So some very productive happenings here at the beginning of the second half to help them take this 3-point lead.
Proctor back out there now as Foster will get a breather. Roach, McCain, Mitchell, and Filipowski all stay. Syracuse with it. The Blue Devils with a 3-point lead. On the left, it's Mintz. Back up top for Taylor. A couple of jab steps. Tries to drive. Had to get rid of it for Copeland. Quadir Copeland threw it inside. Another turnover for Syracuse. Judah Mintz couldn't handle it. Out of bounds. That's their 12th.
Blue Devils defense has built a wall to prevent a driver from going into the lane, but a really nice pass, just a little too high down low.
Roach and now Filipowski up top. Swings the elbow. Had it poked out of there by Brown in backcourt. He saves it there. Plenty of time. 18 to shoot. Flip. Working with a dribble, now sends it to the right of Tyrese. Proctor off of the screen, backs out with 10 to shoot. Shovels one off to the right, dangerous pass stolen by Mintz. Now a 2-on-1 for the Orange. Mintz on the drive, lob it to Brown, and he dunks it down. And that's what Syracuse can do when they get out in transition. And they're back within 1. Proctor brings it up the floor, finds a cutter. Mitchell soaring into the right and Roach. A good look from 3, and he knocks it down. The 6'2 senior guard, 180 pounds out of Leesburg, Virginia, wearing number 3 with his 19th 3-ball of the season. A nice answer, the lead back to 4. 49-45 with 14:42 to go. Mintz up top for Brown. And now Taylor has it on the right. Trying to drive on McCain. Can't get by him, so fed it to Copeland. Swings through with a dribble, 8 to shoot. Crosses over, double team comes, found Brown again, and the pick and roll results in a dunk. Brown's got 18. Syracuse back within 2. 49-47 as we approach 14 minutes to play. Filipowski up top to the left. There's Tyrese Proctor off of a screen set by Flip. Fed him about a pick and roll at this end, but he tried one more pass for Mitchell and it slipped out of his hands and into the hands of Copeland for Syracuse, who has it on the right now into the corner, and Taylor. Spinning on Tyrese, back up top for Copeland at the free throw line. On the drive on Filipowski, high off the window, only caught the glass, and then trying to throw it off of Mitchell, who somehow saved it between his legs as Brown tried to throw it off of him. Now you got a 3-on-2. Proctor going to launch and hit a 3. What a crazy play. And it turns into a Blue Devil deep ball, and they lead by 5.
And the Blue Devils have now knocked down 3 threes in this half from Proctor, McCain, and Roach.
Mintz at the free throw line. Backing out, Filipowski defending. The Blue Devils 2-3 zone this possession. Taylor inside, deflected by Proctor, but a reach-in foul is going to be called, and that'll be his second. I mean, at the other end, Brown thought he was going to have this spectacular save off of Mark Mitchell. Threw it off his legs, but it kind of wedged between his legs. Mitchell able to dig it out, then it started a fast break that turned into a Proctor 3 at the other end. And as John told you, after going 0 for 9 from outside in the first half, the Blue Devils have hit all 3 of their deep ones in the second half. And now they're up to 13 assists in the game on 20 made shots as Blakes will come back in and McCain will get a breather. Syracuse with it. Right baseline, left side of the hoop. Copeland lobs it up top. Wow, that ricocheted off the backboard, came all the way to the other side for Starling. Deep 2 is off the bracket. No, Filipowski strong with the rebound. A chance to add to a 5-point lead. A hit ahead for Proctor on the right. Now to the left in Blakes. A touch pass for Jeremy Roach. The Blue Devils warming to the challenge here at home. On the left, Blakes has it. Looking cross court, back up top Proctor. A ball faking a drive. Got by Mintz, drew a foul, and he'll shoot 2. I think it was Williams reaching in. And indeed, that's the case.
Williams reacted to it like he tried to keep his hands out of the cookie jar, but certainly got a piece.
And to the line goes Tyrese Proctor. We remind you that Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. For each free throw the Blue Devils make in tonight's game, Food Line Feeds will donate 100 meals to a local area food bank. Tyrese, a very good free throw shooter, 15 of 20 on the year, and he hits the first. Had 9 in his return on Saturday afternoon. Also had 4 assists in that game. He's had 4 more assists 7 times already this year, and tonight he's sitting on 2.
Blue Devils were trying to keep him to 15 minutes in the Queens game. He played a couple more than that, but he now had 14 just in the first half of this contest, so he's getting closer and closer to being back at full capacity.
Second free throw gives them 9 on the night and gives the Blue Devils their biggest lead of the evening, 54-47. Up by 7 as we go under 13 minutes to play. And some three-quarter court pressure. Copeland brings it across, greeted by Jeremy Roach. Sends it over to the left and Judah Mintz. Looking for the lob that's not there. So to the right in Copeland. Back to the left, Mintz. A jab fake. And now Williams will take the 3 up top. Miss it badly. The rebound for Filipowski. A chance to add to a 7-point lead. Roach quickly down the floor. Bodied up by Judah Mintz. And there goes the whistle. That'll be his second foul. Crafty move by Jeremy Roach. Saw that he had him on his hip. Had a little bit of advantage and just kind of rode him down the floor until the whistle went. 4th team foul on the Orange.
Senior against a really good sophomore there.
Blakes to inbound, left sideline. Looking for Proctor, not there, so bounces it for TJ Power. And now up top it comes for Tyrese. A look to the bench. John Shire calls out the play. Tyrese calls for a screen. Filipowski gives it to him. Tyrese sizing it up on the drive, spins on Brown, keeps his dribble alive, 9 to shoot to the corner Blakes. He'll penetrate into the paint, scoop it up, didn't get the roll. Rebound tapped out. Blakes, can he save it? Syracuse touched it last, I think. Yep, Williams did. It'll be Blue Devil basketball along the left baseline.
Blake and Williams fighting for it down in the corner by the Duke bench, and they rule it off of Williams.
And they'll reset the shot clock to 20 with 12 to go. It'll be Blakes who inbounds it. Deep in the left corner, awkward spot. Williams to contest, jumping as high as he can. Blakes looking to bounce it in for Filipowski. Instead goes up top for Roach, a touch pass for Power. Thought about a 3. Instead he'll drive, trip from behind, and there's a foul on Copeland, and that's his 3rd. And the Blue Devils will inbound again along the baseline. Now 5 team fouls on Syracuse. Some of these are just not smart fouls on the perimeter, just taking swipes at people that are easy calls for this officiating crew. Proctor to inbound, left baseline right side of the hoop. Proctor gets it in for Flip. Good position, but he dribbles out of it, feeds Roach up top. Back inside for Flip. Oh, what a find to the cutter Power, who lost it on the way up and out of bounds and over to Syracuse. Turnover number 8.
Blue Devils only had 4 turnovers at halftime, so they've had a few careless plays here in the first 8 minutes of the second half to give the ball back to the Orange.
Power will leave. McCain comes back in. With 12:01 to go, Syracuse in possession. They haven't scored in now 2.5 minutes as Judah Mintz walks it across. And now Brown has it. Work it over to the left in Copeland. Blakes recovers over a couple of different screens. Now Starling has it, defended by Proctor up top. Comes off of a screen to the right, probing to the baseline. Whipped it for Copeland, hot potato, and out of there with it is Proctor, a theft. 4 on 3 to the right, McCain. How about a 3? Yes, sir.
Quick transition, 3 for the Blue Devils, and they've got a double-digit lead for the first time.
8-0 push. Mintz a crossover, can't get by to the right, and Starling. He'll drive, back up top Mintz, a ball fake, got inside, awkward looking 2, rattles it home. 18 for Judah Mintz. And the Blue Devil lead is 8, 57-49 as we approach 11 minutes to play. Roach will collect his breath to the right of the center circle. Looking for Proctor at the free throw line. A couple of ball fakes. Back up top, Jeremy now. A bounce pass finds Filipowski. Brown defending. Has him on the hip. Backs him down into the paint. Steps up and scores.
Flip with 3 field goals in this half, and Duke back to the 10-point lead again.
59-49. 10:40 to go. Mintz a crossover. Double team comes at him to the left, and Brown. Now Copeland has it in the corner. Off of a screen, drives on Blake's, knocked loose, stolen by McCain. 5 on 4. He'll launch. Bang! Timeout, Syracuse! Jared McCain roars to life, and the lead balloons to 13. 62-49. As we break here at Cameron, this old lady in full volume.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Blue Devils are on a 13-2 run. They now lead by their largest margin. It's 13 at 62-49, 10:22 to play in the second half. Latest blow delivered by Jared McCain.
Off of a screen, drives on Blake's, knocked loose, stolen by McCain. 5 on 4. He'll launch. Bang! Timeout, Syracuse! Jared McCain roars to life, and the lead balloons to 13. 62-49.
And McCain with 13 points, 1 of 3 in double figures. The Blue Devils went 0 from downtown in that first half. 5 of 14 now overall. 5 triples in the second frame, David.
That'll work. 0 for 9 in the first half. They found their shooting touch. Things tend to level themselves out. And right now, the Blue Devils trying to level up a knockout blow to Syracuse, up 62-49, as Kyle told you, a 13-2 push over the last 3.5 minutes, and they are really punishing the Orange when they turn it over, John. Now 22-7 in terms of points off of turnovers.
And how about McCain from outside in this half? 4 points in the first half. This half, he's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc for 9 in this half to give him his 13 for the game, and a couple in a row have enabled the Blue Devils to extend this lead to 13.
And tonight's game between Duke and Syracuse is presented by Window World of Raleigh and Fayetteville, America's largest exterior remodeler and a proud partner of Duke Athletics.
This is the 5th straight game now where McCain has had at least 3 3-pointers for the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils go zone out of the timeout. 2-3. Syracuse is really starting to struggle offensively as Williams launches a jumper on the left and rattles it home. Benny Williams with his first field goal makes it 62-51 as we approach the midway point of the second half. Let's go Duke is the chant. Filipowski backdoor for Roach. What a find. Bobbled it. Looks for help. Why not find McCain? Another 3. Oh, he's sizzling. Jared McCain all of a sudden has 16. The lead is 14. Copeland trying to answer on the right, and he does. Enter the night with 1-3. Now he's got 3. 2 here this evening, 65-54. Where is number 0? Hanging out in the right corner. Foster, a screen from Filipowski. Waiting. Finds Blakes at the free throw line. Kicks to the right, McCain. Thought about it. 7 to shoot. Into the paint. Lob it to Roach. He'll launch in the corner. Got it again! They're 7 of 7 from 3 in the second half.
And 6 of those by McCain and Roach. Woo!
68-54. Under 9 minutes to go. Copeland to the left. Williams on a drive. Knocked loose by Foster, but it came into the corner, and Starling. And now back up top for Williams. 7 to shoot to the right. Copeland, can he answer? No. The weak side rebound for Caleb Foster. And the freshman, 6'5", 197 out of Harrisburg, North Carolina, trying to feed McCain in transition. Stolen by Brown at the other end. Starling missed the layup, but Brown there to clean it up. And he's got 20. Syracuse back within 12 with 8.5 minutes to go. It has been a 3-point barrage for the Blue Devils here in the second half. Foster has it on the right. And now Blakes faces up at the free throw line. They sag off of him. Instead, he sends it back up top for McCain. Sizing it up. Drives behind the back into the paint. Rises up. Missed it. And no foul on the contact. And Syracuse has the loose basketball. Starling down court. Trying to draw one. Didn't get a whistle either. And now Mintz will back it out. Under 8 minutes to go. The Blue Devils up 68-56. Williams and now Mintz. Off of a screen set by Brown. Turned it down. Crossed over. Lobbed it. Hit the front of the rim. And now out of there with it is Caleb Foster. Ahead to Jeremy Roach to dunk it down.
Kind of a soft dunk for Roach, but it puts the Blue Devils up 70-56.
Hey, it's 6-2. It counts.
Exactly right.
7.5 minutes to go. And Jeremy Roach all of a sudden has 15. Williams on the right. Dribbles, found a cutter inside behind the back pass, and Brown able to score on the left, and Filipowski picks up his third, and Brown with a chance for 3 when we come back. 7:21 to go. The Blue Devils lead at 70-58.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Follow the Blue Devils on and off the hardwood at Duke MBB. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
Whether you're in the market for a new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overby Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overby Marine offers the highest quality marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Sea Pro Center Console. Overby Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. So stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbymarine.com. Overby Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
Duke has opened up a 12-point lead on Syracuse here in the second half with 7:21 to go. It's Duke 70, Syracuse 58. Let's check out our in-game stats presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel battery tools. Mark Mitchell remains Duke's leading scorer with 20 points, but he's gotten a lot of help here in this second half as Jared McCain has had 12 in this half and Jeremy Roach 10 in this half. They've now got 16 and 15 respectively, so those are the 3 double-figure scores for Duke. And the shooting for Duke, 7 for 7 from three-point range, and a not bad 6 for 10 from two-point range. Overall, hitting 76% in the half. They've outscored Syracuse by 10 in this half, 35-25. On the other side, it's Brown leading the way with 22 points overall on 10 out of 14 shooting. He's also the leading rebounder with 7. And they're not shooting bad either in this half, 65% on 11 out of 17. But Duke right now, having hit 6 of their last 7 shots, up by 12, David.
And with 7:21 to go, it's 70-58. And don't forget that Blue Devil Basketball is brought to you in part by Kohl's. It's a new season at Kohl's. Find fresh, everyday styles for you and your home at great prices. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. So out of the timeout, we'll see who breaks the huddle for the Blue Devils. It'll be Jared McCain, Jeremy Roach, Kyle Filipowski, Mark Mitchell, and Tyrese Proctor. The starting lineup for most of the season before Tyrese got hurt in that game against Georgia Tech. It'll be Syracuse at the line trying to complete a 3-point play after the foul on Filipowski that took us to the timeout. And Brown looking for a 23rd point tonight. He and Mintz have been just about all of the offense for Syracuse. They've got 40 of their 58 right now. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, 3 in double figures, led by Mitchell, who has 20. And the free throw for Brown is good. They've got 31 points off their bench now. As we told you, that's kind of been the story the last 3 games where they've been getting about 47 points a game off their bench. But Copeland have been averaging 16 per game. He's only got 6 tonight. 16 per game over the last 4. As McCain sends it to the right of Proctor, looking inside for Filipowski. Catches in front of Brown. Surveys the defense. Puts it on the deck. Going to work on Brown. Steps through, lowers the shoulder, and hits in the paint. Kyle Filipowski with 8. All of them here in the second half. The lead back to 13. Under 7 minutes to go now. Williams sends it up top for Brown. And now looking to the right, nothing there. So back to the left of Judah Metz. Off of the screen, Mintz probing. Knocked loose by Roach. McCain has it. Ahead for Jeremy. 1-on-1. He'll take it up and lay it in. Jeremy Roach has 17. Biggest lead of the night at 15. 74-59 with 6.5 minutes to go. Starling picked up his dribble, lobbed it to the right, and Mintz. And now back to Starling. Left side of the paint, nearly knocked loose by Filipowski. To the right, Copeland going to take a long 2, and it's too strong. The rebound for Jeremy Roach. A chance to add to a 15-point cushion with just about 6 minutes to play. Duke already has 39 points since the break, and they're 7 of 7 from 3. Proctor bounces it for Flip. 15 feet out on the right baseline. Brown defending. Spun right by him, drives, and he's fouled. And he'll shoot 2 as Williams just swiped down, and that's the second on Benny Williams. Crafty move for Filipowski. He'll be rewarded with free throws, and we remind you to check out Duke All Access with head coach John Shire Sundays at noon on ABC 11. And don't forget the ABC 11 mobile app is your ticket to Duke basketball highlights and the latest from the First Alert forecast. Just tap the app and make it your own from ABC 11 Eyewitness News. First free throw for Flip, you may have heard in the background, is good. I mean, this has just been an ambush here in the second half. 75-59, second free throw for Flip, and he's found his way into double figures. He's got 10. He's got 6 rebounds as well. There's only been 11 rebounds to be had here in the second half. Duke has 7 of them because of all the good shooting. The Blue Devils 79% from the field in the second half. Perfect from 3. They made all 4 of their free throws. Judah Mintz backing out, long 2, missed it. The rebound fought for, out of bounds, off of Syracuse. It'll be Blue Devil basketball.
Copeland and Flip going for that one.
A 6-0 run over last minute 20. The Blue Devils looking to put this one away and pick up their first ACC win of the season. Filipowski handoff for Roach. Proctor works his way to the right. Inside it goes for Filipowski. He's been in his bag, working on Brown. Found a cutter, and Mitchell goes up. He's fouled and will shoot 2. If he can make either one of them, he'll have a new career high. I think it's going to be on Williams, and that'll be his 3rd.
And that foul really took away what would have been one of the more spectacular assists of this game. That was a great pass from Flip from outside down to Mitchell down low. That would have been an easy finish if he hadn't been clobbered.
Blue Devils now with 18 assists in the game. They have 11 since halftime. As the first free throw for Mark Mitchell sends him to 21 points on the night. A new personal best in a Blue Devil uniform. You think about the story tonight in the first half. It was kind of a ragged game with all the foul trouble and some of those questions you find through the course of the season. Who can step up when maybe your key guys are out, unable to go, be an injury or foul difficulty as the second free throw short. The rebound fought for Williams, able to save it for Mintz. 77-59. Filipowski didn't score in the first half because of foul trouble. That's okay. Mark Mitchell had 18, and now Flip's everywhere out there as they were trying to feed the corner with Syracuse in the left corner. Cuff couldn't catch it because Filipowski knocked it out of bounds.
Flip's got his double-figure scoring in this game, and he's gotten it all here in the second half.
And he and Mitchell each leading the way with 6 rebounds apiece. And with 5:12 to go, the Blue Devils can taste win number 10. Up 77-59. Cuff lobs one for a 3 from Brown. Wow, he rattles it home. Just his second of the season on his 4th attempt. He's got 26 points for Syracuse. Proctor across midcourt. Not quite done yet. Up by 15 with 4:48 to go. Tyrese gets a screen from Filipowski. Gives it back to him. In the paint, the floater is good. 2 more for Flip. He's got 12 since the break. The lead is 17. 79-62. Mintz across midcourt, looking inside, nobody home. So to the right it goes, and Benny Williams now back for Mintz, playing catch on the perimeter. Starling for Mintz again. And now Williams looking inside. They lob it for Brown. Picked off by Flip, and then saved to Roach. And now he'll wait for help. No reason to rush with just over 4 minutes to go. Let's Go Duke is the chant. Roach probing, being defended by Cuff. Crossed him over, got by him. And now he'll back out again with 12 on the timer. The senior just sizing things up with 8 to shoot. Works his way to the right, on the drive, got to the baseline, high off the window, blocked out of bounds. Last touch by Syracuse. And the Blue Devils will have it when we come back. 3:56 to go. Duke starting to separate, leading Syracuse 79-62.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talking basketball. But legendary teams let their performance do the talking. Like the Ford Bronco SUV. Rugged and powerful, so you can conquer just about any terrain. Connectivity that allows you to stay in touch. Designed to make your adventures worth talking about for years to come. Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. That's what legends are made of. See your Carolina Ford dealer today. Some model trims and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Copeland at the free throw line on the drive on Filipowski, high off the window, only caught the glass, and then trying to throw it off of Mitchell, who somehow saved it between his legs as Brown tried to throw it off of him. Now you got a 3-on-2. Proctor going to launch and hit a three. What a crazy play, and it turns into a Blue Devil deep ball, and they lead by 5.
And the Blue Devils have now knocked down 3 threes in this half from Proctor, McCain, and Roach. And that was our Harris Teeter assist of the game. Harris Teeter is assisting you with groceries this basketball season. Each week, one winner will receive free groceries for every assist through the Big 4 Grocery Assist Sweepstakes. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist Sweepstakes section to enter. That assist, one of 19 the Blue Devils have had in this game on their 29 made field goals, and they've really piled them up here in the second half. After only 7 assists in the first half, they've gotten 12 in this half, and right now with 3:57 to go on the game clock, the Blue Devils in charge with a 79-62 lead over Syracuse here at Cameron.
And they'll have it out of the timeout. Not a lot of time to work with on the shot clock. 4.4 after the Jeremy Roach shot was blocked before we went to break. So we'll see what John Shire can draw up here as Proctor will inbound left baseline, right side of the hoop. He's out there with McCain, Roach, Filipowski, and Mitchell. This has been the preferred grouping here in the second half. Tyrese, in his return the other night, played 18 minutes. He's already played 23 here tonight. As he works his way back to full strength, he'll be the inbounder. Lob it for McCain. 3 and 2 to the right. Roach going to have to launch. It'll be Proctor with 1. They won't get it off. And just the 10th turnover of the night. Shot clock violation. 6 in the second half.
Good to make the extra pass, but they didn't have time for the extra pass on that possession.
I give Syracuse some credit. Good defense out of the timeout. Now Judah Mintz will drive the right side of the paint, spin to the middle, have to back out of it with Filipowski defending. Williams and Mintz playing catch up top. And Mintz will back out. To the left it goes with Williams. Now for Mintz cutting through. High over Mitchell. Missed the layup. Nice defense. The rebound for Flip. Somehow got it to Roach. And now a chance to run if they want to. But they won't with the 17-point lead and 3.5 minutes to go. Proctor content to work the clock. Let's go Devils is the chant. Tyrese gives it to Filipowski. 10 on the timer as Roach gets a touch. Off of the screen. Jeremy back for Flip. Spinning into the paint on a double team. Oh, what a find to Mitchell. And he missed the layup. Did everything but finish. At the other end, Cuff. A hop step, the Euro step, and the layup off the right window for his first field goal. Syracuse going to need something miraculous, but it's not quite done yet. 79-64 with 2:50 to go. Tyrese going to work the clock. Working with a left-hand dribble out near midcourt. Picked up his dribble. Now he needs some help. He's Filipowski. Spinning on Brown. Had it knocked loose. Got it back. Gets to dribble again. Nearly lost it. 5 to shoot. It'll be Roach. 4 and 3 on the drive. Lob it to Mitchell, who missed the dunk. And out of there with it is Mitch trying to save it, and he did for Brown. So 2:23 to go. The Blue Devils lead at 79-64. Williams has it on the left for Brown. Now it's going to be Starling driving the left baseline. Awkward looking layup that goes. Swirling underneath the rim. He's got 9. And Syracuse is going to use their final timeout with 2:13 to go. We'll break for 30 with the Blue Devils up by 13.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke Basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's.
2:13 to go in this one. Duke leads at 79-66 over Syracuse by 13. Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Speaking of best ever, perhaps it's similar makes you the best fan ever. Coke Zero Sugar leaves everything out there on game day. Zero sugar, 0 calories, and always bringing that irresistible taste that keeps you coming back for more. Is it the best Coke ever? Take a taste. David Shoemate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer, back inside our network studios, is Kyle Schassberger. So Duke in possession with their lead that was at one point 18, 77-59. Moments ago, 17 has been whittled to 13, 79-66. And still 2:13 to play in this one. Going to need a bucket to finish off Syracuse. It has been a sparkling second half that has seen Duke go 16 of 22 from the field, 7 of 7 from 3, and 5 of 6 at the line.
Now it's just a matter of getting the closeout here. Syracuse has had a couple layups and a 3 in the last couple of moments to eat into that Duke lead that David was talking about, but the Blue Devils still need to play smart on both ends of the floor to close it out.
Some full court pressure for the Orange. Next team foul will send the Blue Devils into the bonus. They've got Proctor trapped in the corner. He needs some help, and we get a whistle, and I think he used a timeout. He did. And that'll leave the Blue Devils with 2, a 30, and a full. Syracuse is out of timeouts, and the possession arrow resides with the Blue Devils. As we make our way towards 11 o'clock here on the East Coast, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Duke basketball from Learfield. The Blue Devils can hold on. It'd be their 9th consecutive win over the Orange, and it'd be 11 out of 12. We'll take them to 16-6 all time. This is the 22nd meeting between the two. Blue Devils came in 21st in the net ranking. Syracuse came in at 78th. Blue Devils obviously played a very challenging non-conference schedule. That's got to pay dividends at the end of the year. Wins over Baylor and Michigan State. Now they're trying to level the mark in ACC play before they head out on a 2-game road swing through South Bend and Pittsburgh. And whistles before the inbound. They're trying to get the Syracuse bench to back up a little bit. Mitchell will inbound. Awkward spot, right baseline in the corner. He cannot run the baseline. Mark looking to get it in. Does for Jeremy Roach, who sprints to the basketball. The double team comes, dribbles his way around it. Brown chasing to the baseline. He fed it to Mitchell. Numbers advantage, 4-on-2. McCain going to work the clock. 2 minutes to go. Delicate balancing act. You want to be efficient offensively, but you also want to limit how many possessions Syracuse has to work with the rest of the way. Of 79-66. A bucket here, but all but finish it. Mitchell spinning in the paint. 2 to shoot to the left. McCain. 1 going to have to fire. Hit on the arm, and free throws coming. With 0.2 of a second on the shot clock, the foul committed by Kyle Cuff.
Boy, if you're Syracuse, you're really frustrated by that. You get it down to below a second on the shot clock, and then bail Duke out with a foul on the jumper, and McCain heads to the free throw line.
And no question it was a foul. And Jared McCain, very good free throw shooter, better than 80%. Hits the first. Close to 90% now. As that's his first attempt of the evening, and it takes him out to 17 points for the game. 17 out of 19 on the year, 18 out of 20. 81-66, 1:43 to go. A stop, a rebound, and that should just about do it. Mintz crashed out in 2 by Filipowski, had to pick up his dribble. Now Williams driving, nearly knocked loose by Proctor. Free throw line jumper is short. The rebound for Jared McCain. And as we said, that should just about do it. With 1:24 to go and a 15-point lead. Roach brings it across midcourt. The Orange aren't going to foul. The Blue Devils just going to work on the clock. This will snap Syracuse's 5-game winning streak. It'll extend the Blue Devils winning streak to 5, their longest of the season. Tyrell Tyrese off of a screen set by Mitchell. 8 on the timer. Into the paint. Floated up, around, and down. Tyrese Proctor into double figures. He's got 11. He's the 5th Blue Devil to get there. 83-66. Final minute now. 3 ball up top. No good for Starling. The rebound for Jeremy Roach. And Tyrese Proctor will bring it across. The Blue Devils will go to 10-3, 1-1 in the league. Syracuse will fall to 10-4 and 1-2 in the ACC. You got to protect your home floor in conference play. And our house is the chant from the Blue Devil faithful. 6 on the timer. Proctor 3 rattles home. 8 for 8 from deep in the second half for the Blue Devils. In the lead, an even 20 with 25 seconds to go. A fitting into the second stanza. Brown tries to answer on the right. Barely got the front of the rim. The rebound for Jeremy Roach, and that'll do it. The Blue Devils led by 2 at intermission. They hang 51 on the Orange in the second stanza. And in the end, they win it by 20. 86-66, the final score. They hit 75% of their shots in the second half, including all 8 of their 3-pointers after going 0 for 9 from deep in the first 20 minutes. Mark Mitchell led the way, a new career high with 21 points. 18 for Jared McCain. He continues his sterling play, including 4 3-pointers. It was a 17-point night for Jeremy Roach. 14 for Tyrese Proctor. Filipowski, after dealing with foul trouble throughout the entirety of the first half, finished with 12 and 7. And the Blue Devils win it by 20. 86-66, the final score. They improved to 10-3 on the year. Now 1-1 in the league, and Syracuse falls to 10-4 and 1-2 in the ACC. Duke by 20. Our postgame show is headed your way next.
I feel happy. Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy. It makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money. Not too shabby.
I feel happy. I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy. Now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
On Millionaire's Cove.
Don, I won $1 million playing the $10 million spectacular scratch-off. And there's someone else.
Well, I won the $10 million top prize.
I don't know what I saw in your long-lost brother.
I have a brother?
New $10 million spectacular from the North Carolina Education Lottery. Instant millions change everything. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning are 1 in 3.11. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
We've called a 60-second local break timeout. Then more Duke basketball. You're listening to the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's.
Enjoying the game but not the drink being spilled down your back or the foam finger poking you in the face? Well, head to the concession stand, grab a Lindy's Italian Ice, and take a 6-ounce vacation. A 6-ounce cup of lemon Italian Ice will make you feel like you're swaying in a hammock, and the only thing in your face is a cool, salty breeze. That ought to have you refreshed. Now get your head back in the game and start belting out blue and white with the youthful exuberance of the freshman behind you. Yes, the same one that keeps spilling his drink down your back. Lindy's Italian Ice. Have an ice day.
Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome to the Duke Locker Room Report. Our exclusive coverage of today's game has been brought to you by Coca-Cola. They say Coke Zero is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. By Continental Tire, the exclusive tire of the Blue Devils. Find the right tire for your vehicle at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. By the Hilton Garden Inn, your home base near Duke University. Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. And by the Washington Duke Inn, honoring tradition over trend for over 30 years. Now, inside the Learfield Network studios, here's Kyle Schassberger.
Duke wins by 20 against Syracuse as ACC play resumes first game of 2024, and Duke wins 86-66 inside Cameron Indoor Stadium over the Orange. That's now 9 straight wins against Syracuse. They've won 11 of the last 12, 16-6 now in 22 meetings overall, but most importantly, the 14th-ranked Blue Devils get to 10-3 on the season, even up their ACC record, improved to 1-1, 5 in double figures, one pack. All of this, the stats, the highlights, all of it's coming up on our post-game show. Hit you with the out-of-town scoreboard. Look ahead to Notre Dame coming up this weekend. But again, so much to talk about in this one as I bring back in David Shoemate following the 86-66 win for Duke over Syracuse. David, it's hard not to ignore, Mark Mitchell is fantastic. 21 points, 18 in that first half. But the Blue Devils went 0 from downtown in the first half. I don't know what John Shire, and we'll hear from him shortly, but John Roth was giving out at halftime. What kind of guidance, directive, maybe some special sauce, Mike's secret stuff, but it worked. Duke didn't miss a 3 in the second half.
You're not going to tell anybody about that.
Come
Certainly
on.
not
I need
going
the
to tell
secrets.
anybody about that. No. You got to keep that in the... Some things stay in the locker room, Kyle. You've been at this a while. You got to learn how this works. The Blue Devils certainly liked the way it shook out in the second half, though, as they outscored the Orange by 18 and won it by 20. 86-66, the final score. Very impressive against a very good Syracuse team that had some really quality wins. Beat Pittsburgh over the weekend. Thumped Oregon by 20 in Sioux Falls. Had some difficult losses, yes, against Virginia and a couple of others, but this is a good team, an athletic team that can score. One of the keys tonight was not turning it over. The Blue Devils only had 11 in the game. 7 of those came in the second half, but they won the battle in terms of points off of turnovers, 26-11, plus 15 there, and they win the game by 20 as we start to peruse our post-game statistics. They're presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel Battery Tools. Well, we'll start with the shooting numbers. You look overall, somehow in this game, the Blue Devils finish it better than 50% from the field. 31 of 59, including better than 47% from 3. That was after going 0 for 9 in the first half. They finished 8 of 17 from 3 overall. 16 of 18 at the line. That means another 1,600 meals will be donated by Food Line through the Food Line Feed Score to Give More program to help our neighbors in need here in Durham, as the Blue Devils continue their good shooting at the charity stripe that they've had really for the last several games, as they hit, what was it in this game, some 89% at the free throw line. Of course, they had 5 in double figures. We'll take you through the individual standouts in just a second. But first, it's time to hear from the head coach in John Shire. And our post-game interview with the head coach is brought to you by Continental Tire, the exclusive tire of the Blue Devils. Find the right tire for your vehicle at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And here's John Roth.
Thanks a lot, David. First of all, just the fact that ACC win number 1, they're all special, but it's good to get that first one.
It's always great to get the first one. I thought in that first half, give Syracuse credit. They did some things different on defense they haven't done before. We had 3 guys that had 2 fouls or more. I thought it was just disjointed. And, we were able to get the lead at halftime, which is big. I thought Jalen Blakes came through in a big way for us in that first half just to keep us afloat. And then the second half, Mr. Filipowski, came through, just kind of played through him. And I thought our defense was terrific in that second half. Held them to 33 points both halves and made some critical plays to expand the lead.
You were up by 2 at halftime, but I know when you look at the box score, you were 0 for 9 from three-point range, and then in the second half, you're 8 for 8. Kind of sometimes things average out, but that shooting in the second half certainly was helpful.
I wonder, has that ever happened? I'm not sure. We're going to have to look that up because it's like that's pretty impossible to do. To not make one and then to make all of them in the second half. I honestly, I'm going to ask our people and see tomorrow. But we said at halftime, I thought we were forcing the issue a little bit and not taking the right shots. In the second half, we just came out and I thought we really made the right play. Like we had some beautiful basketball and we score. It's reflected by the points that we scored. You scored 51 points. You shoot. Is that right there? Yeah, is that right? 75% from the field? Is that
second half, correct?
I mean, come on. And you're not going to shoot 75% all the time, but the quality of shots compared to the first half, I thought our guys did a great job adjusting to how they were playing us, which isn't the last time we're going to see something like that.
And you did have to play some defense as well. That's a team that can put a lot of points up in transition, gets points in the paint, and they did some of that, but you were able to corral some of it as well.
Yeah, and look, they have 2 guards and one guy in Mintz that's always looking to attack, always. And so you have to we call it building a wall in transition, which basically means you got to get your butt back on defense, and he puts a lot of pressure on you. I really hated the free throws that we gave him. Not gave him, he earned them, but also for us, we wanted to play him without fouling. And besides that, thought we did a really good job on him and overall collectively with their team.
Talking about the handling the end of the first half, you guys were down by, I think, a point. You took a timeout. You had a little spurt after that, but you didn't really get much out of Kyle with all the foul trouble in the first half with no points, and then he had a big second half. What were some of the things you were thinking about with him at halftime just to kind of get that going?
Really just for him to start going, man. I mean, he's such a key guy for us. There's nobody like him in the country, and I just didn't think he had the same, edge that he's played with. And so talk to him about it at halftime. Look, for him, part of his growth is changing in game. Like in his freshman year, the way he would start, it would be hard for him to get out of it sometimes if he didn't start as well. And for him to bounce back after really not doing much in the first half, his passing has been terrific. He had 0 points, and then he comes out and has 12 points. He's rebounding everything. He had 3 assists, but really I thought he could have had more. We track potential assists. I think we're going to look back and say he could have had even more. So he did. I'm proud of his bounce back in the second half.
Yeah, I would estimate he had at least 3 potential assists in the second half as well. But tell us a little bit also about what you saw out of Mark Mitchell, particularly in the first half when a lot of things weren't working well. He's got an 18-point half.
Well, he's been working. He's been working his butt off, and people have really tried to play him differently this year. And part of that is I think we can put a lot of scoring and firepower on the court. And so sometimes they don't guard him. Sometimes different people are defending him. And so for him, he's done a great job of learning how to be aggressive and attack the way they're playing him. And I thought tonight, look, I talked about Jalen Blakes in that first half. How about Mark? I mean, Mark had, I think it was 15 in the first half. But
18.
Was it 18? Yeah, even better. Even proving my point more. And it wasn't just the points. It was the attacking. It was the defense. And Mark is such a connector. He does so much for us on both ends of the floor. And tonight was growth for him.
And as we let you go, let's just talk a little for a second about how you feel about where your team is at right now, having won a few games in a row and gotten your footing back after the holiday break, and now being in ACC play and looking pretty good.
Well, look, it's a game at a time, but I feel we're emerging. I think this group has gone through a lot already this start of the season, and I think we're on the verge of something here. And we have to stay in the moment. We can't get too far ahead, and we can't stay in this moment either. We have to take a day off tomorrow and then get our minds ready for Notre Dame on Saturday on the road. We haven't had a road win yet, so I'm anxious to play that game. But really, I think we're on the verge of something, John. I want us to continue to learn how to play together, and we have to learn how to win against different opponents and different teams. And tonight was a really good step in that.
Yeah, good work tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you, John.
David?
All right, John, thank you very much. Final score, 86-66. We'll take a break. Have more from Cameron in just a moment.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice Independent Agency, Joshua Matthews Insurance Agency in Durham, or go to jmatthewsinsurance.com.
Mako Medical Laboratories is an award-winning medical diagnostics laboratory leading the way to more personalized medicine and patient care. Mako combines proprietary methodologies with state-of-the-art robotics to ensure accuracy and precision, providing physicians with timely, easy-to-interpret results. Mako impacts each community it serves by donating time, resources, and funding to local causes. And Mako's entire logistics team is comprised of U.S. military veterans. To learn more about Mako Medical Laboratories, please visit MakoMedical.com. That's Mako Medical Laboratories.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it, open in for 2.
This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, pork rind lovers, are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Here in Cameron, 86-66, the final score. The Blue Devils take it by 20. Our player of the game is presented by CarQuest Auto Parts. Visit your locally owned auto parts store for great people, products, and service. Who else would it be? Mark Mitchell, a new career high with 21